Cross with gummy bears had me geeking. Whoa. Fresh as fuck polo bears on my boxer skiing. Whoa. In the middle of the summertime, that shit crazy. Yeah. Hit the gym, sweat for your health, stop being lazy. 32 in the compact for snake niggas sneaking. Still ain't see the haters, I can feel them niggas breathing. Made a light shine on them when they hear a guy speaking. Speaking on me, I'ma hit your girl this weekend. Yeah. Shoe me's on my pizza, I'm tripping, but I'm getting cheese. Wanted to be make-believe, but it ain't. My lungs are older than you think. GDP as a youngin' and I'm still rolling dank. Yeah. Baby looking delicious, I wanna dip it in the tank of chocolate, then lick it off properly. Like whoever looking finna get a show, who's stopping me? Blue lemon on my raw organic black property. I'm coming up like Mentos in a Coke bottle. Wanna make a cocaine a reference, but I don't want a fair problem. I'm fresh as fuck if the feds watching. My outfit killed a white bitch, I think I need a Johnny Cochran. I made sure the gloves fit, sipping OJ. She brushed her teeth and tongue with my dick, I came Colgate. Afternoon when Robin, Florida boy Jay, chilling Riverside, few shots, watching my tequila sunrise. I fucked them from midnight to sunshine. Smoked it after she climaxed. Made a tree climb. Then I'm out. Then I'm back to the crib. Then I'm out. Back to the streets is where I live. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, make sure you dress in the freshest fit. Get money out of. Make them clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, dress in the freshest fit. Yeah. And then get money out of. Clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Run it up, motherfucker, run it up.
Yeah, operation get this money anyway.
Yeah, run it up, motherfucker, run it up. Operation get this money any way possible. Niggas going broke, and to me it ain't logical. Whether you got a pocket full of stacks or still in pocket full, stack it to the ceiling. In vacation somewhere tropical, smoking on that tropical. This shit look like poison though. Damn it, nigga, I don't even ask what it's going for. Yo, I had to do it. I had to.
Oh, it is Perspectives and Facts Podcast, episode 80. We're in the building. Rob's in the building. J Doug's in the building. How are you doing? This is Friday night. What a wonderful time. This is the last day of the month where everybody got their situation straight. Everybody got everything together.
Nope.
You know, tomorrow, Saturday, is the first. You know what I'm saying? If you still got to get that bag to make it, you know what I'm saying? Don't be sleeping in. It's time to hustle and bustle tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? If you...
Yeah, my rent ain't due to the 6th before
hit the paper routes early.
A late fee is due, so I don't pay to the 6th.
Oh, I feel
so
you.
I still got a whole nother week, man.
Yeah, mine is on the day, and if you don't, it's like maybe like an $80, $75 late
on
fee.
the day. If you don't,
no, the next day.
If you don't pay the rent, the next
you
get a 1 day grace period.
You like 24 hours, but I pay my rent the day of.
It's better not be late.
I'm too black for your spot.
Yeah, it teaches responsibility and discipline. It teaches responsibility and discipline. Name of Jesus. Salute Jamel in the building from the Killer Gang. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gift and Curse podcast. Go ahead, subscribe. You know, she goes live all the time with the news, the tea, all the juicy information that's going on in the media, all the shit. I gotta salute Gift and Curse podcast first and foremost. And once again, Rob, we got another hip hop list right now. 50 greatest rap groups of all time. It dropped today. I was on Starport earlier talking about it, and personally, I feel like this is one of the most I would say this is the list that I have the least complaints on ever. I don't have any problem with this list, to be honest. This top 50 hip hop list, if you want to pull it up at any point, it's really usually when we have these white publications or these mass media publications, they do rap or any type of cultural rankings, they're usually way off, or it's some big discrepancies here and there. This is probably honestly one of the most cohesive lists put together. I personally have different preferences, but between the criteria and the results of the list, I see why people are ranked in certain spots. Now, I wouldn't put a few people ahead of others, and I feel like in the middle of the list, they compiled a bunch of people from one time period that I think meant more and that should have been over a few people that was over like that compilation in like the mid-teens.
Yeah.
And I think Rob knows what I'm talking about.
There's a couple.
It's a few groups in the mid-teens from like the mid-2000s where it's like you kind of
of
jumbled them up together,
Yeah.
and the people you put ahead of them, I wouldn't necessarily place above them in in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But we can go down the list. So the first group on this list, we have, who is this? EPMD? No, this is not MOP.
Annie Up.
That's not Annie Up, nigga.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Annie Up is MOP. I thought that was Onyx.
Nah.
Annie Up is not Onyx.
Look it up.
Nah, MOP is and they threw Remy Ma on the remix. That's how Remy Ma first got her kind of shine on.
It's even in the description.
Yeah.
Peach reached
their
apex with their biggest hit today, Annie Up.
Oh, why did I think that was Onyx?
Because they
they be screaming
raspy though, but I can kind of see what you get.
Get him. Yeah, that shit was dope.
It's more dark.
I never heard of them until remember they signed the G Unit. That's when I heard of them.
Who? Annie, some MOP?
Yeah, I before then they didn't even.
Besides Annie Up, I really don't know.
They didn't do nothing with G Unit.
Y'all know that nigga was hot with that leather hat on his head, man. Salute.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, damn.
Oh, for sure.
And you black as hell.
And for sure.
Hey,
he got
man.
that white stuff around his lips and make me.
Hey man, I want to see.
Got the boosty lip.
That shit made me wrong too.
See, I was just trying to just comment on the hat, keep it moving. Here y'all go. Disparaging hip hop legends.
Man, what's hip hop? What are these niggas' names, Florida boys?
I think
individually.
Also,
since they a legend. Name these niggas on the individual level. Go.
You got me. You figured me out.
These niggas ain't no legend.
Like really, it's just because of that song. It's been featured on so many dance like choreography and shit like that.
Oh, that's my phone. Hold on. Yeah. Continue. What were you saying again?
The reason, because Annie Up is featured on so many like dance movies and shit like that. Like that's why that shit's popping. But I honestly don't hear anything else from Annie Up. I mean, but they 50, so I mean, hey.
Yeah, they 50.
I can't think of no one else to put. You know what though? It's a group I don't think I saw on here.
They made it by the grace of God. We're gonna go through the group.
Yeah, we'll go through, but it's definitely. I just thought about a group right now.
See?
They made night.
Where's
Hold on.
Where's Gilly the Kids group? What's them niggas called? Crowd
Souls of Mischief.
I forgot what them niggas
Crowd
were called.
Not Crowd Stop.
Something in Philly. The high something. The big timers.
Yeah. No, not the big time. But how come Big Time was on the list?
I don't know who wasn't on the list. I didn't
Big
even
Time
see
was on
the
the
list.
I don't think Big Time was on
That's
the
not Tim One. Manny Fresh. Yeah, they're on there. They're on there.
But I forgot that group out of Philly that Gilly was in. What would they call?
I don't know. Why ain't they on the list? Why ain't Gilly got a group on the list? Why ain't
Gilly wanted there because the feel here. They wanted to fear Gilly.
Why ain't 69 boys on the list? Why ain't
I thought Two Live Crew should have been moved up a little bit.
Yeah.
They've been lower though. I would have put them on there instead of fucking MOP.
You don't put West Side Connection on the list. I think we dropped 2 albums. They were like super far in between.
But hey, what's that connection? Did they drop was that Ice Cube song? That was that was mainly
Gilly
Ice
the
Cube.
Kid was in Major Figures.
Yeah.
They were just in the video. That's like what's going on.
Yeah, I don't even know. Them niggas don't got no song. They shouldn't be on the list.
So they got Black Star. How you feel about Black Star on the list? I mean, I don't know if you guys.
I think they stronger individually.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like individually they got on this list. I feel like because of the individual, and then they put together. And they, no, they snap.
Yeah, I think they dropped.
It's not. Was sold to a rich European by a rich African battling. Matter of fact, I can't go back again.
Their first album was fire.
Most stuff from Talib.
Individually hyped them on list, but I don't have a problem.
I'm okay with that.
I like them at 49 because sometimes I feel like they be overrating certain people.
Yeah.
You know.
Big facts.
Am I gonna talk about and salute the made premium denim for the Major Figures Gilly reference? Because I was really trying to figure out what the group name was. Are we gonna talk about Pusha T and Jimmy Diss? I mean, do you want to pause this and talk about it real quick?
Bro, talk about what?
Let's talk about it. Paul, let's go back.
Do y'all really feel like Jim Jones is even between them two? Like y'all feel like it's even anything to really discuss? Because I feel like Jim Jones, I've been a Dipset fan my whole life.
Right.
But I've never been really a big Jim Jones fan. Like I fuck with Jim Jones, but like to me, he ain't never been that dude. Like him rapping against Pusha T. I just feel like it's just Pusha T going against a nigga. Honestly.
Yeah. Nah, man. I think
it's nothing to talk about.
Personally, I'm gonna talk about it. Pusha T. I like what he said. You know what I'm saying? You know that the whole spirit of repossession was a nice little bar.
Did they drop the diss song?
Jim Jones. No, listen. Pusha T dropped a Jim Jones diss song at Louis Vuitton fashion show.
I heard he threw a little shot at
Jim
him.
Jones responded on the same beat and did like on the corner store, like did on the corner next to the bodega, like took it to the street,
which was cool.
And it was cool because to me it was like that's still hip hop. That's still something that's cool. That's still dope. That's like
Harlem and stuff like that.
You can't knock Jim Jones for Jim Jones responded on the corner. No, that's hip hop, bro. I'm gonna respond wherever the fuck I'm at, bro. You doing that at the fashion show around people who don't even know what you're talking about. It's going over their head. Like maybe Jay-Z and a couple people in the know understand who this song is for, but for the most part, like you doing that at a Louis V fashion show. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that's not hip hop. I think that's fly. I think that's dope. I think that's super. I think that is super fly, nigga time. Yeah, it shows levels and it shows progression hip hop. I think that's super fly. But I think what also equally fly is Jim Jones responding in his element. Like, I'm gonna be on the corner.
Exactly.
And what he was saying, like, nigga, like you wasn't copping no birds from up the street. Like, you wasn't doing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he know.
What he said, you and your brothers sharing the bunk bed. You know what I'm saying? He had some fly nigga shit. He had some fly Harlem shit in there. And honestly, it's funny to see that when Pusha T initially went at Drake, it was like, it seemed like Drake, it was either because Drake's audience was so big or that Pusha T didn't have like a extremely vocal internet audience. But since that time, he's got a very strong internet audience. And when he dropped his diss and Jim Jones dropped his, honestly, Pusha T has, because of his music and because he's been more consistent, he has a lot more fans online.
Yeah.
So it's easy to let that fan base drown out or discredit or just like laugh at Jim Jones. You're not really giving it an objective thought and a chance to listen to what he said.
Right.
But I enjoyed his diss. I think is 1-1. I think is a draw. First round is a draw. Like, yeah, you came out.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. First round's a draw. You know why? Because everybody's looking like Pusha T. You got something else? Like, okay, now it's back. Nobody's looking at Jim Jones. Nobody laughed.
It's gonna be over.
Keep it a buck. Nobody laughed. Nobody has laughed Jim Jones out the room after that diss. So now it's really on. Honestly,
I laughed Jim Jones out the room when he came out hating.
Bro, that's what niggas gonna do, bro. You can't.
Niggas gonna hate. I don't like blatant hate. Now, if you honest competition, that's different. But blatant just come out hating on Jim Jones. You don't know no Jim Jones. You don't know no Pusha T songs. You don't. Why you in the top? Anytime you ask him why another nigga somewhere you not, that's hate. Everything you say after that is invalid to me. You just need to worry about why you not there. To start going and picking other niggas that's credible, that did their thing. Jim Jones lost already to me right there. Jim Jones is a feature rapper, bro.
But I know I'm gonna keep it a buck. Jim Jones can say what he wants to say, but I don't like the fact that he tried to say Pusha T ain't no like top 50 rapper when you're not a top. I mean, you don't have to be a top 50 rapper to have an opinion, but
and Pusha
like
T is a top
cool,
50.
Like you fly with Drake and whatever, and it's not a good look that picture at the Rock Nation brunch of Jim Jones like this. With the caption, eavesdropping on Pusha T conversation at the Rock Nation brunch looking fanned out.
Oh, damn.
Like, that don't help your case either.
Mm-hmm.
But because this is hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take it. This is what I like about these are two, 40-plus-year-old men who can rap. This is their job.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going at it, and it's quality bars. Nobody is saying they're going to go to somebody else's house and kill them. Nobody's spinning. This is hip hop, man. It's 50th anniversary. It's summertime. We need to be encouraging these two to go bar for bar and really go at it on some real hip hop, man. This ain't just like when Pusha T went at Drake. Nobody had to get gunned down. It's like, listen, you gonna drop that? I'm gonna drop this. When Drake went at Meek. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much, yeah. Same thing, yeah.
So when you go to superstar, like when rap beefs, it's like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's like professional basketball. it's different. It's labels going back and forth at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, somebody, yeah.
Not even a Jim Jones AI.
Yeah, but Pusha T is more popular, and Pusha T is a better rapper.
Yes.
But
Pusha T got 2 classic albums under his belt.
But listen, the thing about
2 in the possible.
The best thing about hip hop is kind of like football, like any given Sunday. Like you can be a better rapper, and I can get my shit off and really get on you. Like bro, listen, if Pusha T, I think Pusha T got heat. Let me be honest. I think Pusha T got something that will wash, like Jim Jones will be able to come outside. I will put money on that. But where it stands right now, it's like, yeah, it looks nice. It looks good. Jim Jones gets props. It's like if anybody knows Dragon Ball Z, it's like when Goku fights Vegeta after the Cell series, and Vegeta thinks it's like, oh, a relevant battle. I've strengthened up. And then like an episode later, Majin Buu comes up and Goku turns Super Saiyan 3. And it's like, holy shit, you just reached another. So when you was fighting me, you wasn't even that full strength. Pusha T, if he wants to, I think Pusha T can ether this man. But I think, honestly, because of the spirit of hip hop, because like, I'm going to bring you outside. I'm going to throw this. You're going to throw this. I'm going to throw one back. I'm going to do to you what I couldn't do to Drake. And not because I couldn't let a second song go. It's because Drake didn't let his second song go. Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was his third song, my bad, because it was Infrared, and then it was Duppy Freestyle. So it was 1 for 1. And then, so it was his second song. So then it was after Adonis. It was Adonis, right? So that was Pusha T's second song. So Drake had to release his second song for Pusha T to really release his Surgical Summer. Yeah. So I think at this point, he was trying to do to Jim Jones what he couldn't do to Drake. So it's like, okay, you responded. Now, if I drop another response or my next, you know what I'm saying, track comes out, it can blow you out the water. Because one of my favorite, because Pusha T got multiple diss tracks. You know that one Pusha T song, "Them niggas ain't dying for you." Remember that shit? He was talking about Wayne and Birdman and Cash Money and all them. So he signed to one nigga that signed to another nigga. How that look? Yeah. And he had like the niggas in the video in like Virginia, snorting that, you know what I'm saying? That snow, had the junkies in there. It was a grimy video. Yeah, it was a very Pusha T-esque grimy video. It was really tough, man.
Hey, this is what I don't like about the beef, bro. I don't like beef. I like beef based on real situation. I don't like beef based on hating. This is the same thing that Remy Ma did to me, and it did nothing for her career. When she came out and beefed with Nicki, you went out as a hater. Yeah, you dropped a good hater diss. You dropped a hater diss. You didn't drop like a hit 'em up, like, yo, I'm on that level, you on that level, I'm gonna hit you up. You ain't dropped like an ether. You didn't drop like something that was just based on a real life scenario or a real problem. You dropping a disc song based on Pusha T minding his business and you hating on the man. I don't even want to hear what you got to say at that point. You too old to be hating. You say this redeem him. This don't redeem him because this doesn't make up for your catalog. What do you have? Do you have the hits? Are they booking you for festivals across seas? Are you in the fashion shows? Are you getting the features from Jay-Z after this? No. So you was on Rockefeller, nigga, and you can't get a verse from Ye. You're chasing all I heard him just tell the truth. You're chasing the feature out of your element. You know it's hate because we saw how hard Jim Jones was working, and he was working hard. He got busy. So he dropped the last Ego Classic.
So basically, what you kind of
see that after all that didn't work, now it's time to hate.
So I'm about to say. So what you saying is, so first of all, I endorse all hating. That's first and foremost.
In that context,
yeah. And second,
play haters ball.
Yeah, I endorse all hate. And then second of all, with Jim Jones, I understand what you're saying. He didn't get this, and that, but that's a very valid point from Pusha. And I got all the important Rockefeller features. Like I got the Jay-Z, Kanye features. You didn't get anything that could have elevated your career. They gave it to me instead because I'm the better rapper. That's a great point.
I see where that's coming
from. Then you got whooped by the loss. Stop it, man.
That's a fact.
You know what though? Every time I go to
that's a fact, man.
My barber,
you couldn't stand up. Go ahead.
My barber, he from Brooklyn. every time I go into this shop, they have that low key. They have that shit. They have that versus playing. Dipset versus Locks, and bro, them niggas.
How you want to be?
That was just and you can see though, Jim Jones in that shit. Jim was Jim Jones.
Salute
He
to
was
Sweet
just
Baby
Jim.
Ray, salute to Black McCain.
He was just Jim Jones.
Hey,
bro.
real quick, can we please make the likes reflect the viewers? Can we hit that like button? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Florida with J
How many views
Cash
we
App.
got?
We got 16 live views right now.
How
I'm
many
saying,
likes
you
we
know,
got?
shit, I didn't even look yet, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting them know.
We got
Just
10,
letting
but
them know.
get it in. We got 10,
I was
get it in,
reiterating,
get
Yeah,
it
yeah,
in.
just get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Let's let
Make
that
sure
shit
these likes
reflect,
reflect the viewers. You know what I'm
This
saying?
what I was finna say real quick.
For sure.
Real quick. Dang, I forgot. Go ahead one more time.
All right, so to wrap up this conversation to get back to this.
Oh, no, let me tell you. This is the perfect example. I'm going to say it. And this is what old niggas do when they ain't popping no more. When they can't get popping no more, they resorting to hating. Jim Jones, tighten up,
Go
bro.
to the corner store and start talking
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, like, yo, you know what I mean?
Nah,
it was just
I know
so
what you mean.
left field, bro. Like Jim Jones and Pusha T, like Pusha T earned this spot, bro. You like, come on, bro. Pick. I mean, like, I don't know. Jim Jones think Pusha. I don't even think Pusha T and him is a good like opponent for him. But
Nigga said Jadakiss soiled Dipset is crazy.
it's like Pusha T is better. Pusha T is
that
better than
is
your
crazy.
boss.
He really did though.
Pusha
That
T
is
is better
crazy.
than
Every time
Nigga
I
said
watch that
Sheik Luke
versus,
scared the shit out of Jim Jones.
every time I watch that shit, yeah.
Yo, real bro, that was one thing about verses, yo. That was really some real stuff. Like you can go back and watch like a highlight
I go
tape.
watch
Like
it every once in a while. I ain't from New York or nothing. But that shit, when them
watching it
niggas talk about
live
that
was
shit, them niggas are proud of New
insane.
York. Watching what fucking Jadakiss did to Dipset, because everybody really thought Dipset was gonna do their thing.
I definitely did.
And
I lost.
I told you I was Dipset
Yeah, I lost
fan.
my hip hop card for a week on the
I didn't
Star
really even
for
watch
me.
it because I was like, I didn't think
Me and Ronnie stood 10 toes down
Locks did
that
shit, though.
Dipset was gonna win it, and I remember Star was like, "All right, man, y'all act like y'all sound like y'all know what y'all talking about, man." That was like betting money on a team, and them niggas. That was like betting money on the Broncos versus Seahawks Super Bowl, and watching that 48-3 score.
And the reason why I thought
That's what it was like.
Watching Demaryius Thomas get lit up by Cam Chancellor.
Right, like Percy Harvin dog walked him on the kick return, open like only come on.
That's what we doing. Okay.
Yeah,
we
like
gotta think about what hip
That's what we
hop
doing.
Yeah, disconnect
like
control.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hip hop now looks more like Dipset than the Locks. So that's
Right.
why I thought Dipset was gonna win, because hip hop now look similar to what they brought to the game, the diamonds, the pink. You know what I mean? That type of like,
that fly nigga time.
Yeah.
Versus Locks with gritty.
I mean, like street fly,
they
right?
Underground,
they street like real gully.
But that's why I said it was like. But you know what? That's why I said it was like.
It was the glamorous niggas versus the niggas who really don't have that following.
But that's why that football parallel was so perfect, because what you said, it was more like today's rapper, right? Just like the Broncos offense, more like today's game, high scoring, record breaking, right?
It's explosive.
And the more traditional rap. Hard, gritty, in your face defense like this. The Legion of Boom, hard, gritty, in your face, aggressive,
defense is old
press.
School. The new offense is new
right.
Offense.
So it's like number one offense versus number one defense. You got the flashy versus the grit, and you put them on the same field, and you get a 48-3 score because first play of the game, you trying to come out on some jiggy shit, and niggas is like, oh, y'all rapping over the songs. Y'all rapping over, nigga. I'm doing freestyles. One of the worst parts was kind of like a Percy Harvin kick return, was when one of them niggas, think it was Jim Jones. No, it was Joel said, "Oh, y'all ain't got no girls tracks," and that nigga said, "We ain't got no what?" And had a whole set.
Put it all
told
out.
the DJ, "Hey, yo, run that." No, I knew what it was.
It's like the wheel.
Listen, if this nigga say this, it was like word of the day on Pee Wee Herman. Like if this nigga say this.
Lit them up.
You know what you need to put, and they played that set. In that set, they had Mariah Carey songs. They had the craziest set, and it was just like, dog, that nigga fucked up, bro.
Terrible.
Like that nigga fucked up, bro. That nigga
every
fucked
time they
up
said some shit, them niggas
so bad,
crazy shit.
Yeah, that was like a unanimous loss for Dipset. Nobody really argued they win.
Like,
They
Jay was
looked
like,
at
these
goofy.
niggas don't even live here.
I
You live
did
in
one of them
Miami,
niggas
nigga.
that they-
Oh
one of them
my
niggas-
God,
you live in
that was
Miami,
crazy.
nigga.
You don't even live here.
Like headband took off or something and tossed
Yeah,
off.
he
Come
definitely
on, bro. They just
tried to
like,
pull
so Jim Jones.
Cameron's shoe off when he
Come
was sitting in
on
the
now.
beach chair.
I know for a fact.
Violating. Yeah,
The
Black
locks-
McBain. Pull that nigga's shoe off, man. Come
the
on, man.
locks would-
Violated.
Oh yeah, somebody pull somebody out the
yeah,
chair.
he
Or
pulled
something
Cameron's
too.
shoe off. Yeah, violated.
Oh, come on, bro. They were just looking all type of good. They wasn't looking. They were looking goofy, bro. So
Nigga
Jim
said,
Jones trying to come beef with
Church.
Pusha T. Come on,
Church.
bro.
Can't look jiggy with one shoe, my player. Can't
Jim
look jiggy with one
Jones.
shoe.
You won't have a classic, bro. You
What,
don't have
classic
a classic
album?
album. No,
Okay, yeah, nah.
mean,
No, that
you don't got enough classic singles.
Now
to
what was that?
equal a
What was that? Now
classic
what was that?
album.
What was that? MOP or POME? Product of My Environment.
No, come on.
That was a
stop
good
it,
album.
bro.
No, I didn't say it was a classic. I said that was a good album. And
Stop
he's
it.
had
Let me look at
and he had Jim Jones got some good projects, but he ain't got no classic. I know Jim Jones. I'm not gonna play with you, man. Jim Jones got a lot of good songs, but because Jim Jones doesn't have any like big mainstream hits and got those features and those looks, then we assume he can't rap or he doesn't have a good catalog. He has a very good catalog if you dig into it.
He got Pop Champagne.
Man, I will jump out and say Jim Jones can't rap, bro.
Okay, next topic.
He got Pop
I
Champagne.
feel you though.
You wanna
I
hear
feel
me?
you though.
He
You
can't
can say
rap,
that.
bro.
You know
He
people
got
say
Pop
that.
Champagne.
Man, we want to hear no Ron Brown songs right now, man. Come on,
Pop
dog.
Champagne.
All right, back to the list.
Back to the list. This is exactly why we need to go back to the list. So, Black Star, we got past Black Star. You know what I'm saying?
City Girls.
City Girls.
48.
As a Florida resident, and they represent our state, I can say that their lingo and their persona,
Impact.
yeah,
So
and
when it says
impact
that,
wise
yeah.
on women,
City Girls,
City Girls, you can probably put them on this list based off of social impact alone.
You know what I would
From
say?
the lingo
some of these girls,
to
a lot
the
of these girls-
characteristics to how they like, how they talk, the mentality, the city girl, what they call the city girl mentality. That is like a trademark now. And I think off of cultural impact alone, that's maybe why they are on this list. I'm not caping because I'm from Florida. I'm just going to give you a perspective because everybody is going to take the easy route when it comes to city girls and diss them and be like, oh, they shouldn't be on this list. Oh, why are they on here? This and that. That's easy to say. Why don't we actually think about it? What they say, long-term best friends, Miami JT joined forces in the late 2010s to become the rap rambunctious it girls. The city girls infused their addictive, I don't give a fuck energy into the ratchet bass bumping club anthems filled with charismatic cocksure bars using men for money, splurging on name brands. F that, Netflix and chill. What's your net worth? Young Miami rapped on Drake's Billboard Hot 100 topping In My Feelings for one of the group's biggest crossover moments. Since then, the two have consciously promoted uncensored sex positive rap through platinum singles like P Talk and explained their storytelling skills into TV by executive producing Issa Rae's HBO TV series Rap Shit. Personally, like I said, when it comes to songs, like people who write songs for them, you know what I'm saying? And when they want to get a hit out, they keep the song, they keep a hit, they're doing their thing. You can say what you want, but a lot of your favorite rap groups, like I said, that Gilly the Kid rap group, you know, when niggas be like, oh, where's Crucial Conflict and all these other niggas, they haven't did what the City Girls have done. So to keep it a buck, they you know,
And I want to say that
they're on the list. They can be on the list.
Yeah, they can.
They're over Annie Up niggas.
Yeah,
They over
they got
Black.
way more.
They over Black Star. I'm sorry, they are.
I don't know if I would promote Black Star.
They're not over Black.
In what way?
No,
in
Simply
popularity.
They're not over Black Star.
Not definitely not
No,
in talent.
when-
Just
no,
over the two individuals. That's the only
The
reason
question
why.
is hip hop groups. Individual, they can't be in the same room
Yeah,
as
'cause
right,
as
Most
them
Def was in,
individually.
like Blockbuster.
Like Most Def
movies.
and Top Girl separately will kill both of them
I'm
together.
talking about just as a rapper. They're not. These two girls aren't rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah.
What you mean? They
So, like,
over them in
But
popularity.
when you talk greatest impact, yes, song topping,
Yeah.
chart
Yes.
topping.
Black Star. Is
Black
good,
Star don't
but they
have none of the
have-
accolades they
You know what
do.
I'm saying? People don't know them
If
like
you
that.
exactly,
City
They-
Girl though, they're known like
Yeah.
that, but they don't have.
They have a
no
cultural
lyrical ability as far
impact.
as when we come to Black Star.
Right. So
When it comes to impact, they got a bigger impact than Black Star does.
all right. So
I was finna say City Girls probably was bigger when JT was locked up and it was just Young Miami.
Yeah, who's
by
next?
It was. I
itself.
seen a lot of
hey,
that shit.
the immigrants, FBJ, we Floridians are off that. No sanctuary cities for such ratchet immigrant hoes. And I co-sign that. Hey, I stand
Respect.
right next to that. But I don't know if this is the immigrant. I don't know who it is. I'm not gonna bash any immigrants from Florida, but I just know I'm not looking for a city girl. So yeah. And who is this exactly good mouth guy? You gotta relax.
Yeah.
You gotta relax.
What is that? What is-
What happened exactly? I don't know, but so next person, I think it was Ray Sherman.
Yeah, Ray Sherman.
Well, they should be way lower.
Huh?
I don't know about that one.
You
They
talking?
got a classic
I ain't
run,
got no
but their
type.
first album is a classic, bro.
Yeah,
How
their
many
first-
hits
I ain't
came
got no
off that
type,
first
no
album?
flex.
Bro, their
Those are
first
timeless
album is like,
classics.
I was about to say, so what are you talking about?
They should be way
Hold on,
lower.
Nigga said, hold on, pause. Earthly hoes love Black Star. Man, listen, for every one earthy hoe, it's about 10 ratchet bitches eating dick up to the city girls. So what we really talking about?
Facts.
Best for every earthly hoe listening to Black Star. That's why I say on the. And
So
I feel like most definitely.
Are we really gonna be listen? I like
people.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't want a city girl, and I don't want a chick that's riding around listening to Black Star. I mean, you can. That's dope.
She want a revolution tomorrow.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that. Let me rephrase this.
She
Let me
want
rephrase this. I would like somebody who's in between, in a way, where like you can appreciate the city girl. Like you have a vast thing. Like I don't need you to be sitting here, listening to Black Slow. Oh man,
Plotting a
that,
revolution.
No, I mean we can do that, but like I'm not really, I don't know. I don't know, man. Black Star's cool, and there's some women who do like that.
It depends on what you're trying to do with the woman.
But what I'm
Yeah,
saying is,
that's true.
this is my point. This is my point. There is very rare you're gonna find, depending on especially what region you're in. Maybe in the Northeast is more common, but it's very rare you're gonna find a girl who knows who Black Star is. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can't be out here trying to find the girl, or if she knows Black Star, she's the one for me. Nigga, that's like 1 out of every 200 girls if you're lucky. If you even got enough balls to talk to enough women to find one who actually listens to Black Star. If you're even cool enough to get into the space of a girl who actually listens to Black Star. If it's a girl listening to Black Star, where are you at where you can even get into her space?
If it's a girl that listens to Black Star, she probably don't shave her legs.
So Ray Shrimmer on 47 on the list. I honestly
first album classic.
first
second
album classic. They have a lot of good
Classic.
features. There's no reason.
They
Yeah, like
came
I
out
said.
the gate strong.
Yeah,
Black
I ain't got no type.
Black Beatles is a whole fucking.
Yeah, a whole- yeah,
That was the second.
That was-
They started the TikTok challenge.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
started
they-
trying to
yo,
get
yeah,
everybody
low-key, they
freezing.
did.
Yeah, that was
Mannequin
Fucking
challenge.
mannequin challenge, and it just went crazy after that.
Yeah,
Everybody
and-
doing all types of random shit.
yeah,
And Gucci was just getting out.
yeah, and that unforgettable. You know what I'm saying? That French Montana allegedly stole.
Oh. Yeah, French Montana probably paid him. French Montana, man, them boys, yeah.
Hey, this
I would
nigga
say
Black
they should
McBain
be
wilding.
lower.
Hey man, what you drinking on tonight, man? What you drinking on tonight, man?
He ain't wrong though.
Nah, that's why Adrian said. That's what nigga said. Not lying.
Not lying.
Okay, so 46 Yin Yang twins. How do you guys feel about that? I think they deserve to be on that list.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had a good run. They had an amazing run,
yeah,
but
them songs.
they
people-
don't get enough remembering.
They're part of it though. You really, if you were born at least in '92, for us, some of us,
Yo, early 2000s, that was probably one of the hottest hip hop groups.
like you can't tell your story musically without the Whisper song.
Yeah, wait, I see.
Yo,
my
Whistle
dick
While You
was
Twerk.
different.
Like and Whistle While You
Salt
Twerk,
Shaker,
Salt Shaker. I forgot about Salt Shaker.
Get Low.
They were on Get Low. They were on Get Low. That was Lil Jon, but they were on Get Low.
I'm
They were
just
part of
saying.
it.
I like the nagging. Nah,
The
nah,
nagging,
nah,
nah.
nah,
She put
nah.
her hands up on
Yeah.
her knees and
To me
that was
like
fire
a
too.
dog.
Yeah, they had hit. They
Yeah,
kept a
they
track.
part of it. They part of
Bedroom
it.
boom.
Yep. Listen, they
Forgot about Bedroom.
they
Add that to
literally
my
kept the
Spotify.
song on the radio for like they kept at least 2 hits in circulation for like 7 years.
They was running. They was doing some things.
I think what you see my dick actually killed their career.
Oh man,
because it was such a hit.
It was such a
huge.
hit, but it
And
was like
the way it came on.
Nah, it was
like,
that was one of the biggest songs because that
That was-
song was so big. David Banner tried to do the same shit.
Yeah.
Like it was a couple niggas that tried to start whispering. Sneak
Yeah.
the Geek. It was a whole bunch of niggas that start whispering over songs after that, dog. It was a whole genre. It was like the mumble rap. It was whisper
so
rap.
crazy too because clean music was the first thing that was promoted back then.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just thought it was wait till you see my
Oh, but it was kind of
wait
fire.
till you see my
But when you
when
heard
the dirty version came out, like wait till you see my dick.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah, it was
when they
kinda
say
crazy.
whoa. Well, yeah, that was a crazy time. I remember being in like 7th grade on the bus listening.
Look, all I'm saying
Wait
is
till you
they
see
was
my
throwing it back even in 10th grade.
Hey, see, that was a problem. See, that was probably bus driver was riding 92.7. She went riding to know
19.7. Come on, hey.
them ghetto bus drivers.
Yeah,
they
I
They
know.
went off the bus. Hype.
Okay, so 45 is Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
I don't even know who that is.
What?
Really?
I didn't play it, but I don't know they songs.
Nah, they should probably be. They could be higher on the list.
Reminisce over you. That's a
picture
powerful.
look
And that's
a little
a
fruity.
popular
A lot of
song.
people think that's like the number one hip hop song of all time. I would put
Reminisce
it
of You,
probably.
really?
Yeah, I would put it in the top 10. But like some people, that's like their number one hip hop song of all time. That beat is probably one of the most legendary beats of all time, if not the like. Yeah, that's probably top. That's the top 5 beat of hip hop of all time.
That
Yeah,
trumpet, whatever that is, that's fire.
yeah, that's definitely like.
I'm not sure if they were the same ones. They didn't do maintain, did they?
Yeah, and I still like. I like their first album. I mean. It is if you like to go back because like I don't know, everybody doesn't have the same ear. Some people like to go back and listen. If your ear's not trained to like hear certain things and just appreciate certain time periods of music, you're not gonna understand like the kick drums. You're not gonna understand like how they were producing beats back then. So certain things are gonna sound dated to you, or like how we say certain music doesn't age as well. So if you don't really want to, have the patience to go back and listen to some of the shit, it's straight.
That's why
they can be up on a list. I don't think Criss Cross should be over them when you first look at it, but when you really think about it, Criss Cross should be over them because Criss Cross really took hip hop mainstream to a certain level. Criss Cross definitely took hip hop mainstream. Yeah. It broke a lot and broke to a lot of homes. And Criss Cross broke a lot of barriers. What niggas don't understand, what broke hip hop, a lot of niggas don't want to admit it, but I'm gonna tell you what broke hip hop.
But when they reminisce over you. I feel like it's better than Criss Cross. Jump.
But guess what? But I'm gonna tell you why they're not over Criss Cross because 3 acts broke hip hop. Criss Cross, Vanilla Ice. You see how you said, "Oh, I ain't threw your finger though," and MC Hammer. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Those 3,
yeah, they did.
Those 3 broke hip hop into a different space.
Yeah,
whether you like it or not, you call them gimmicks, you call them gimmicks, whatever you want to call them. So we're gonna read Criss Cross. You know what I'm saying? They were wearing clothes, backwards. 92 Atlanta duo, Jump. They had that. Honestly, like I said, I think they only had 1 hit single. But like I said before, man, like the way people talk about them, like they were, Super Bowl halftime shows, you know what I'm saying? It was like Grammy nominated and shit.
For Criss Cross?
Yeah, they said Jump. Like I said, this ran to like 96, you know what I'm saying? Like they did everything.
What they mean that ran to 96 on the radio?
Yeah, I guess
they used to run shit.
Bro, Jump, we know Jump. Like everybody knows Jump. Thank you. Hey, look, real shit. I wasn't even there. But I said, look, that's right. Boom, right there. I was there in real time. He right. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know my hip hop a little bit to give you some, a little bit of reference, reference and knowledge
that you never had.
I studied the game. So honestly, Criss Cross, Jump, if we know that song right now, like it came out when we were kids, right? And it came out when we were born, literally.
It came on in the club. We was in the club. It came on. I be
the Mac Daddy make it up.
Yeah, and we know the words. So you gotta understand if you were out like what he said at that time, bro, Jump was probably massive.
White people like to be up in the party because they can't dance, so they love
but think about it. Name 3 songs. But name 3 songs, right? We're gonna name 3 songs, all have samples, and I think Jump samples is like the funky drummer. They're using is a funky drummer sample that Jump uses. Ice Baby uses what's that song? Pressure coming down from they use that.
Pressure.
Yeah, Under Pressure. Right. And MC Hammer uses Super Freak by Rick James. But it's 3 prominent samples, but like I said, that's 3 songs, prominent samples, easy, digestible songs. Simple courses, right?
True.
Broke hip hop. very
from that standpoint.
yeah.
I
If
feel you,
those
I feel you.
that's what broke hip hop in like the 90s for real. Like yeah,
I'm trying to compare
niggas.
us.
You know, a lot of people might. Well, what about NWA? Public was like, that was us. That was rap. But when we got to the white homes with really putting bitches on cereal boxes and TV shows and morning shows, it was him. So who was after that?
Oh, these niggas should be in the top 10 to me.
Well,
Kid and Play.
Yes.
as far
Tell
as
us why. Tell us.
Classic movies, classic
movie,
hits,
What classic
classic dance.
I know Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody. That's the only one I know. I'll be honest.
Yeah, but they got
They got
another
a couple
one.
joints.
They got a couple joints.
They got some joints.
Yeah, they got. They
But
do.
ain't gonna hurt nobody is
Ain't gonna
that
hurt
junk.
nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Dance,
He
y'all.
just dance.
That was
But they
fire,
do
that
got
was
some
fire.
hits
And
though.
they got their own
But
dance.
no, my bad. I'm with J Doug. No, I can't name the song off the top of my head, but they do got some. They do got some joints. And on one of their albums, Kid and Play, Kid got on the black cement threes, and Play got on the white cement threes on the album cover. That shit hard. That shit is just like that shit is dope.
They got lost in
That
the
shit's
gangster
dope.
era of music. They really didn't get their shine
Like,
like they
a couple
was.
niggas
They
back
should
then.
have. They should have transitioned into acting at that time.
They did.
No, they did, but
They needed a sitcom. That's the only
yeah,
thing I think would have made it
yeah.
different. for
They
them.
they needed a
Can't play
sitcom.
shit out.
And that would have been crazy back
That would've been
then.
crazy.
Because House Party 1, honestly, the best house parties to
1 and
me
3 for me.
is 1 and 3 and 2, but they never played 3 on TV because
3's my
3 was
shit.
too vulgar.
Bernie,
The
man.
best-
Bernie
you can't
Mac
play-
was hilarious,
They could not
bro.
play House Party 3
Bernie
on
was
TV.
stupid.
But I don't
You had
think-
to have
Why
some-
don't y'all go on?
back in the day, you had to know.
Oh my
You had to
God,
be at
it's
somebody's
so
house
funny.
to know somebody
That shit
who
was
really
funny,
like
bro.
was collecting movies to have House Party 3.
House Party 2 was hilarious.
Because you couldn't really, or you had to have like satellite TV back in the day because you wasn't seeing House Party 3 on BET.
Yeah.
They was only showing 1 and 2.
House Party 1, House Party 2 was
1, 2, and 4. Remember 4 with Marcus Houston?
Man, that's bull.
All right,
Bro, that
all right.
wasn't
wasn't
bad.
bad.
That wasn't bad.
Not
That wasn't
compared
bad.
to
Let's
the
keep it up.
BS they done dropped recently.
Exactly.
When you
Yeah,
compare it
exactly.
to the new BS,
Exactly.
you like, yeah, that was kind of
Exactly.
good.
Yeah. In fact,
That was kind of dope.
yeah. House Party 4 wasn't that
But it
bad.
made sense. House Party 4 made sense because they was in 3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
House Party whatever 2020, it just don't make sense.
Yeah.
But Kid and Play best movie to me was Class Act.
You know what? I'm
That
not agreeing, but I see why
I can
you would
see
say
why.
that.
Yeah.
I would say it's better than House Party
Because I fuck with Class
1.
Act.
I think House Party 2 was their best movie. Period.
Wow.
House Party 2 better than House
2?
Party 1?
Man, House
And then
Party.
So
I'll be
look,
honest. House Party 2.
yes.
House Party 2 is not it, bro.
House Party 2 was a
I wasn't
classic,
in House
bro.
Party 2.
I feel like House Party 3 went so hard because House Party 2 wasn't like that. House Party 1 is a classic. That's like Friday. That's like that's like the first hit of dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't reinvent the wheel twice. House Party 2 was more college. It was themed. It was cool, but
Yeah, it was more college.
But what House Party 3 gave us was like they had to go that hard on House Party 3 because House Party 2, like I said before to me, it was a little underwhelming on the funny raunchiness. That's why, like I said, that dinner table scene where Brady Mike, I know I recognize
Boy,
your
you
wife.
got a jawbone.
Yeah, exactly,
Your
dog.
wife was- Boy, that shit
Yeah,
was
it
so
was a
funny.
lot. It was a lot to see.
Oh
remember,
my God,
remember the blind pimp, and they tried to hand it like a dollar or two. He's like, nah, this don't feel like $100. They got robbed like a
Different niggas got
blind
on the
pimp.
car with the nigga on the front leading the car with the goddamn stick, and they all blind. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey,
Salute Kid and Play.
Kid and Play 2, they should be lower on the list, like in the top 10, because they come from that
Top
Higher
10?
or lower?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Oh
they
my
come
higher
God,
or lower?
bro.
They should be in the top 10. Let me tell you.
So it should be higher.
No, they 45. They 43 now. They should be way lower.
So it should be
They not. They should be at least in the top 20.
Higher on the
The
list. That'll be
bottom
considered
20
higher.
or top 20?
No, but
Yeah.
when he's saying somebody should be higher, what he's saying is that they should be like lower in your head. So just go with what he's saying. 'Cause that's what the
Okay.
public.
Yeah, let me say they should be in more.
They should be higher, right? They should be
regard.
like in the 20s or the 50s or the
Because
teens. That's what he's saying.
They represent that old school talent. They could dance. They could rap.
They represent
They could
elements
act,
of hip hop.
They had
Yeah,
comedy. It's like, yo, who in the rap game now is bringing all that to the table now?
Shit, not even that. Who can?
That's what who is? You got niggas like J.
Who is,
Cole.
like, who
This
can?
nigga J.
You know
Cole
why?
can't do nothing but rap.
But you know
Kendrick
why?
can't
Made me
do
laugh.
nothing
J.
but
Cole
No,
rap.
but
Made me
no,
laugh.
but I'm gonna tell you why.
Drake really can't do
No,
nothing
but I'm
but
gonna tell you why,
rap.
because they came in at the true golden age of hip hop,
Mhm.
where you can come in and be wherever you want to be. because they came in right before gangster rap. So you can come in and be a fly, dope rapper, jiggy on fly nigga time, be an actor. I can dance. I didn't have to be tough to be a rapper.
Pac.
That's the era Pac came up in. This is
Ice Cube.
We're talking about mid to late 80s. Pac is like what, 15, 16,
Snoop
17,
Dogg.
18.
Dr. Dre even did at it. This is what I'm saying. You agreeing with me? They should be lower on this list because they had talent. Who now got more talent than them? I don't care. They just was a you can say you can't even say Dipset as a group was better than Kid and Play.
You know why you can't
Dipset don't have much talent as Kid and Play.
You know why you can't put Kid and Play up there?
Why?
Because no matter that we say, oh, you know, they had a couple songs here and time goes by. Outside of Ain't Gonna Hurt Nobody, like, bro, they don't like what's 10 Kid and Play songs.
It don't matter. They caught another wave.
No, we can talk about movies, but listen, they are on the list for the same reason why I was arguing for City Girls.
Yeah,
City Girls don't have no talent other than
no.
relevant.
But what I'm saying is a cultural impact can get you on a list.
House Party is a cult classic.
Between House Parties, between their movie, between their filmography and their hip hop cultural impact, they're like Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff in a way. And honestly, I think they were the ones who were supposed to do House Party, and they got these two niggas. So what I'm saying is like that era, the Will Smith Kid and Play era, that should be recognized in hip hop, and they should be on the list. But I wouldn't put them any further because if we go down this list, like as we're going to, I think that is other people more deserving to be ahead of them. So
I'm gonna see. Let me go down. Let me see. They better be whoever 42 better have movies and all.
Oh my God, bro! Come on, man. Let me see.
Heavy D and the Boys. Stop it,
man. Come on, you got to put Heavy D and the Boys over
Heavy D.
Heavy D important,
bro. But Heavy D. Do you know how many hits Heavy? No. Do you know how many Heavy D got real hits though? Heavy D got real hits,
movies too,
and had the hoes. So what we talking about? And had the hoes.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you. About. Okay, now that's what I say. All I say, as long as the person that y'all putting next got
Uptown
more
Records
Kid and Play. I feel you. Yes,
you wouldn't have no Biggie or Diddy if it wasn't for no Heavy D money.
Yeah,
that was funneling them paychecks.
Heavy D was bigger than them at the time, and he had the acting on lock. He was a decent actor. I forgot what the movie that he was in, but he was I know he was in some movie.
Yeah, everybody love Heavy D.
I wish he would have made it to the social media era, but
Heavy D is who DJ Khaled wants to be.
Damn.
You said
damn,
boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it one more time because I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna put this on the shorts. Heavy D is who DJ Khaled wants to be.
I can see it.
But I always think DJ Khaled want to be Rick Ross.
Nah, DJ Khaled want to be Heavy D. And guess who else want to be Heavy D? Rick Ross. And guess who else want to be Heavy D? Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, he was the first big fly nigga.
Nah, you had the Fat Boys. You had the Fat Boys.
But they wasn't fly, they were goofy.
Exactly. Heavy D gonna take your bitch. Heavy D gonna take your bitch. Heavy D gonna take your bitch, nigga.
Yeah, no, salute to Heavy D. That's why I say he better
and he gonna outdance you.
I agree. I'll put him over Kid and Play, but I still say
Thank God that my parents, was born in like the 60s. I was born in the early 90s. Heavy D was a staple. You know what I'm saying? My parents was fucking with Heavy D. We had a couple of Heavy D albums in the house. And what was the group he had? Candy Rain? What was that group called? God, So For Real. He produced So For Real too.
For real?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas gotta chill. Okay, we got
little brother, bro.
You don't know who Little Brother is?
Come on, bro. These niggas did more than Kid and Play. Who is these bro niggas?
Okay,
what song they got? Let me hear a hit. One hit. That's all I need to hear. Then I say okay.
I mean, Loving It is a fire song. Speed is my favorite Little Brother song. That's on one of my hip hop playlists. Speed definitely is one of the best. One of my favorite hip hop songs of all time. I'm gonna be honest. I'll stand on Speed is one of my favorite hip hop songs of all time. And I'll argue down. You play
North Carolina.
You play whatever you want to play. Yeah.
Yeah, these boys ain't not no top 50 group.
Nah, I think
really heard of him,
Little Brother is dope. I like Little Brother, but I'm not gonna argue back and forth for niggas who ain't listen to him.
I can't say they're not.
But
I don't even know about them. So
but they got a couple good.
They
records.
sold records.
They're more of like a early 2000s. I don't call them underground because they had a couple mainstream songs. It's just like with time people forget. Like if you was around when them songs was pop, like Minstrel Show, like I said, it went over a cult fan base. Minstrel Show was good, bro. It was a good album, bro. But it's like if you wasn't really listening to, it's like certain underground niggas now. You know what I'm saying? You listen to that, not everybody on, but they have great music, and then just over time, they just fade away. Like when I was talking about like niggas like Big Crit, and like niggas can't argue me that Big Crit ain't one of the best rappers of all time. I mean, not all time, but one of the best rappers of the era. But as time goes more and goes, pause, bro. Pause as hell, bro. You about to get
what is that?
Hey, I don't know, but Zach Lee Goodmouth, you got one more time, and we're gonna get you up out of here. This is not the alternate bussy dimension, so I need you to go ahead and cool off.
Alternate bussy.
Yeah, I need you to cool off. So next on this list, we have Onyx. That's who you want to see, right?
I mean,
Did you say
I
you
respect them.
Did you
as a
say
group.
you want to be Onyx coming
Yeah,
up?
because they had the talent. Because Crew, they was in the movies. Him,
yeah,
and whoever the guy was,
Frito,
Crazy Eyes or whatever his name
Frito
is.
was
This
he
nigga
was on
said
Moesha,
Crazy
right?
Eyes.
What's his name is?
Was Frito on Moesha?
Sticky Fingers.
No, Frito was on Moesha. Sticky Fingers was his brother. Sticky Fingers crazy as hell.
Sticky Fingers had some roles, bro. Roles.
Yeah, he did.
He killed some roles.
He was in
Friday
After Next.
He was in Friday After Next. Wasn't he in one of them prison movies?
I think so.
Lock Up or something?
I don't know.
I
think he was.
He was that with Master P.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think
Was he in that?
he was in that. Was he in that one, Master P? With that black dude, dark skinned black dude?
He was in some movie he killed.
I don't know if he's.
Sticky Fingers did some dope acting.
He did a lot of dope acting. Was he in Faculty?
I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
I remember he was in a basketball movie.
What that movie? What that movie?
Hey,
with Usher.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, look, hey, Black and Bane, hey, straight, hey, yeah, little brother. You know what I'm saying? Give some little brother Fonte. Yeah, come on, man. The whole Minstrel Show album is goated. That's what I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Listen,
I'll look it up.
Listen, salute to the 13 people in the room right now, man. This real. I be trying to tell y'all, dog. Yeah, we young. We, you know what I'm saying? We in Florida and everything, but I really listen to my hip hop, and this is a really good list. I did my research, and these niggas before this even came out. So some of these names that some of us may not know, they should be on the list. Slum Village, should they be ahead of who Kid and Play?
No.
And Heavy D and the Boys?
No.
I know some Village, but I wouldn't. Because they had what?
All my life I've been poor, but it really don't matter. I don't know what that is.
Nappy Roots.
I'm thinking about the wrong name.
You said Slum Village and started rapping Nappy. So Slum Village, honestly, I think they're dope because, like I said, they had Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Jay Dilla was in that group.
Yeah, he was a producer. Yeah, and honestly, Slum Village, they did a lot of dope production. Especially Jay Dilla, he did a lot of production in the mid 90s, and he kind of brought a different sound to hip hop. And that's one thing about Detroit I noticed. They have a lot of, I don't know, it's because maybe they are kind of pioneers in house music, but they have a really offbeat origin. Like they have a really offbeat sound. Like remember we were just listening to the V's, and if you listen to like Babyface Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And certain Detroit music or artists, is like the way they're like beats or their cadences is usually offbeat sometimes. I won't even say usually, but they have a propensity to have a lot of artists and producers that come out there like off. They either rap offbeat or they produce, or they like take certain sounds, certain beats where you think it should be like a third, it'll be a second. You think it should be a fourth, it'll be a third. You think it should be a fifth, it'll be a second. It's just certain just tempos that Detroit niggas just, you know what I'm saying? It's like a certain frequency. And Jay Dilla, RIP, for sure. If he was still around, he would definitely be influential in hip hop. He definitely was before his time. And when he was recognized, like in the mid 90s and early 2000s, he definitely put in a lot of work, like I said, with Tribe and a few Busta Rhymes and a few other artists. Common, you know what I'm saying, was chilling with Erykah Badu and them. Like Jay Dilla really is a respected hip hop producer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I don't know too much about Slum Village. I'm trying. They had a joint I liked it though, but I can't remember. They might mention it in the article.
All right, 38 Big Timers, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Y'all want to talk Big Timers? I'm I'm gonna sit
Big
back and
Time
let y'all.
got
I'm gonna
them
sit back
classics.
and let
Gator
y'all
boots with a pimped out Gucci suit.
and let y'all
Gator
tell them how y'all feel about
Boot.
Big Timers
Shoot.
coming up in our era.
Big Time was the one of the best groups. They had Gator Boots. They had I think that was their biggest thing. I love y'all hoes.
Just that whole era of just them together. Not even just Big Timers, just them all together.
Cash Money, just the whole Cash Money
involved.
yeah.
Like they was all hitting that shit.
Because I don't know which one was Big Timers. I know they had Oh Yeah with that shit. Oh Yeah. They had a little joint with R. Kelly. That was hard.
That oh yeah was fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got to find it.
Get your roll, hey, get your roll on.
Get your roll on.
That was like, hey, that was one of they first really big songs.
Oh, yeah, that's
Man, yeah. I fucks with Big Timers.
Hey, Shine. Oh, was that Hot Boys?
Ooh. I mean, this that whole. I think that was Lil Wayne.
No, I think that was more. I don't know. I think that was Hot Boys. That could have been Big Timers. I don't know. I just know when Big Timers, Hot Boys, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG was all dropping. Big Timers was the crazy. Cash Money was the biggest thing. Cash Money was the biggest thing in hip hop at a certain point. Like when Cash Money was at its peak, they were like No Limit on steroid. They were like No Limit with real talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Cash Money was going crazy. Yeah. They was No Limit real talent, and they was like, yeah, like you seen Diddy balling, Jermaine Dupri balling, and you seen these niggas coming out of nowhere balling out of control. Like Project PT Chick. Cruisers. Project Chick.
Oh
yeah, man.
That was a classic too.
Yeah, man.
Way of Life.
Oh man, yeah, Way of Life was crazy.
They would, yeah, they good with that. I mean, yeah, you can always raise them up, but they still far.
This is how we do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Gangsta Girl with R. Kelly. That was that joint with R. Kelly.
Yeah, nah, Big Timers, they deserve to be on the list. They deserve to be on the list.
Yeah.
Who else on this list so far? I mean, honestly, I don't have any problem. I don't have any problems so far. 8-Ball, MJG.
Classics.
I'm not too in they files, but yeah, I think they deserve to be on the list.
They classics.
Yeah. Coming out hard, stay fly. Yeah, they were dope.
They'll fly. I know more 8-Ball stuff by itself, but I heard MJG and them. Now I don't know who these niggas is.
I know I've heard of hieroglyphics. I haven't listened to them like that though, but I know who hieroglyphics are. They're a good group. They kind of on here a little bit more for me personally. They're more on here just because like their impact within that era and the people that they did music and shit like that.
You talk about niggas looking broke,
like like they was kind of part of that what's it called, like a Tribe Called Quest type era.
Man, come on, bro.
So they was middle thing. I mean, people know who they are though.
No, nobody don't.
Yeah. Oh my god! Come on, dog.
Who are these niggas?
Who?
I know Farside.
Nah. What list you got? Who's 36?
That's them. No, 36 was them boys. I don't know.
Nah, you skipped 36.
Mostly, yeah, no. He talking about the hieroglyphics. We talk about them. We basically was just like,
who is hieroglyphics?
That's like we know. I told her I know who they are, but I don't.
I ain't never heard of hieroglyphics in my life.
Them niggas were crowbarred in for real.
Like I said, they kind of came with the
Bruh,
like Quest.
Is they better than Kid and Play?
Oh hell no!
Is they better than the City Girls? I doubt.
They shouldn't have been on the list. You could have threw 69 Boys on the list. You're gonna put them on the list. You could have put Slaughterhouse.
At least they could adjust it by just like these niggas. Who are these niggas?
You could have put them Franchise Boys on the list. You was gonna do that. Oh, the Far Side? Nah, stop it, bro. No, you gotta put them on there. Far Side hasn't. They have 2 hip hop classics. She keeps on passing me by. I never heard that. You never heard that shit, bro? Get out! Oh my god.
Fuck out, but hey, brother, these niggas still don't mean that these niggas is relevant.
Yo, I get the fuck out, but I'm just saying, I don't know these niggas are.
Yo, man, come on, dog.
These niggas don't have no charting hits.
Yes, they do. Pass Me By land on the top 100. What are you talking about?
Yeah, number 100. Come on, stop.
Bro, you gotta relax.
Landed on the top 100.
No.
When they don't tell you what number, when they just said landing on the top 100, and they don't tell you what number it was,
is that
you know that shit was high.
I think it is.
I was about to look that up too, bro.
And it's another one. And it's another one that they got.
Ain't nobody gonna say I landed number 80 on the top 100.
Man, now you tripping, bro. You disrespect the
Far
Far
Side
Side.
was running. Oh yeah, running.
And they got another one. And they got another one. But you disrespect the Far Side.
Running's
I ain't
classic
disrespecting nobody. They don't got no joints.
Hey, fact.
Yeah,
Hey, nigga said why the
away.
firm ain't on here, man. Cause the firm, you know why the firm ain't goddamn on here, man. Nobody need to see the goddamn.
Man, I should have submitted the
Foxy
little
Brown.
mixtape me and my homies did back in the day.
Hey, man, CJ Doug.
Shit, I could have made the list.
That's why you gotta relax.
Brand Nubian. Man,
They don't have running. They're not mentioning running.
Stop it.
This paragraph is crazy.
Now, I salute the Lord Jamal, but I don't know nothing about no Brand Nubian. That's number.
I've heard it, but I don't.
I'm just not up on their stuff. I heard they got a good reputation. Number 34.
I've heard them mention.
Did they do more than Kid and Play though? See, this is what the list is always getting me at.
Because a lot of these niggas is from
because I know
New
we
York
don't have
I
know it's not
or like early. They were early.
More groups that was more impactful in hip hop than Kid and Play, bro. I know for a fact it wasn't. You got to put the resume up and show me. I don't care if niggas spit good bars. Cause niggas,
but that's the thing.
I want to see what you did.
Some of these groups gonna be from either like early East Coast or like early West Coast, mainly early East Coast. And that's like if you came out early back then, like 80s, 90s, like then people look at you like there's a couple of people that came in, had a nice one-hit wonder, but because hip hop was progressing at the time, that them niggas are seen as like, you know, they're part of the pioneer type front, which is true to an extent, but like when it comes to multiple like decade, like every year or something like that, they was really only in it for just that little bit of time. But they put some shit down.
You gotta think, what group is better than Dog Pound, bro? These niggas had Nate Dogg.
Dog Pound might be on the list.
No, I'm just telling you. Dog Pound, they had Nate Dogg, Corrupt, Dash making beats and rapping. Corrupt, acting, rapping, and we're doing it pretty good. Snoop Dogg, Stratosphere, we already know. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell you right now, 32, I feel like should be higher.
Goody Mob, 33.
I like them. I like Goody Mob. I like where they are.
They lower. They had a good musical run.
Goody Mob, I felt good.
They good. They had a good consistent career, I would say, even after like niggas left the group or Blase Swaze. Two Live Crew.
They definitely need to be on there. They definitely be on there.
I feel like they should be lower. Though.
I feel like they should be higher.
Why?
Lower, like higher,
just for what they did. Yeah, they should be higher. Like
I feel like they made a lot. Like they really like
they brought,
especially like when it comes to like when if you're a football fan, when it comes to Miami Hurricanes, late 80s, early 90s, like Two Live Crew was the soundtrack for that football, and like that's what when it came to sports and music colliding, they was part of that. And a lot of these shits now, like when it's sports and music colliding, they was the start of that shit. As far as like the attitude within the sports and stuff like that, like they weren't fucking with that in college. Like with the Miami Hurricanes, the way them niggas moved, they didn't fuck with the Hurricanes, and Two Live Crew was a big part of that because they was definitely part of that era. But I feel like Two Live Crew should be higher because they piss off a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and if it wasn't for them fighting for the parental advisory sign and fighting for constitutional rights and freedom of speech,
right?
Hip hop wouldn't be what it is today because they actually went to court and put boots to the ground. So you gotta respect Two Live Crew.
Exactly.
As
they're a
just,
big part of that.
Yeah, as just putting there.
That's why City Girls back here talking about
exactly. It wouldn't be City Girls. It wouldn't be hip hop as we know it without Two Live Crew. It probably would be gentrified with a whole bunch of crisscrosses and you know, MC Hammer and Vanilla Ices. That's probably where they want to take the game. And you know, Two Live Crew like, hey, nah, it's too much ass in the streets for us to be censoring this shit. You told us we was hood reporters. I got to report what's going on in the street.
Back in the day, high school, them phone parties, and any party.
And listen,
put some Two Live Crew on.
I'm be honest. I like West Side Connection. I like West Side Connection, bro. I really do. But at the same time, West Side Connection only dropped like 2 albums, bro, and they only was dropping like in the mid 90s. I like West Side Connection, but West Side Connection wasn't dropping projects like consistently enough to have an impact outside of the West Coast. So let's go on down the list. Who are these Negroes here?
Boogie Down Productions.
Boogie Down Productions. You can put them on the list. For sure.
Group, right?
No, hell no. You talking about Digital Underground? Spot
Oh,
group.
Digital Underground.
Boogie Down Production is KRS-One's group. Scotland
okay,
Rocks.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they did The Bridges Over. You know what I'm saying? 9mm Goes Bang. That's a fire album. Criminal Minded. Honestly, Criminal Minded is a very good album. That's one of the rare albums from the 80s, a hip hop album from the 80s that aged well. You can listen to a lot of songs of Criminal Minded and they relate to like today. Like, it's a lot of relevant music on that Criminal Minded album. It's very good. And Self Destruction, #1 rap hit, 1988. And if you look at KRS-One, he's a hip hop goat. He's a legendary scholar. And if there's anybody I want to sit down and talk about hip hop with for like 2-3 hours, it's probably him. He's #1
for sure.
He's #1, and whoever's #2 is far behind him because he's really the walking, breathing essence of hip hop. If you've seen that viral clip of the guy rapping the number 9 to him, and he was like freestyling, but it was just like on some metaphysical, like super hip hop elemental level that like really it was
how it originally was.
Real shit.
If I sit and talk to KRS-One for 2 hours, he have to wear a poo shiesty mask because I'm not gonna be looking at that nigga nose and mouth the whole time.
Come on, bro. You are wild. So number 30 is the Clips. We got the Clips at 30. I really like the Clips at 30, to be honest. Coming up as a kid, the Clips was literally probably the we can say Dipset was a dope rap group, right? And as far as fashion wanted to be like, but Clips was probably right there with them as far as like you wanted to kind of dress and look like and sound like the Clips. They was wavy. They were wavy as fuck. I'm about to listen to Clips on the way. And the Neptune's beat selection and the way they would rap, it was like fly beats with really tough rhymes. And the Clips, you can definitely put them there. The way Pusha T has held down the legacy of the Clips has only enhanced what you think of them. Malice leaving the rap game, going is no Malice, but knowing that he can still rap.
Coming back, trying to get a bag.
And the thing about it, it's not like they fell off or like niggas had like money trouble. Like these are really like smart, cool dudes, did a thing, made it sound believable, never got into no dumb shit, and progressed in the game as much as they wanted to. So just by still, looking good, staying clean, making sure they got a bag, I think the Clips definitely should be on this list. And when we go down to 29, Gangstar.
They're classics.
Yeah, Gangstar should be on the list for sure. Classics. I wouldn't, ahead of the Clips, I'll do that. I don't have any problem with that. Mass Appeal to me is a top 10. Mass Appeal, like what people think about Reminisce Over You, the Troy song for CL Smooth. I can see that. Yeah, to me, that's how big Mass Appeal is for me. Mass Appeal is like, to me, is hip hop. That's like the most hip hop song. Like that beat and like
I never heard no Gangstar music.
And Guru's bars on Mass Appeal is just fire.
Drake did not Drake. J. Cole did a song with him later on. He was J. Cole respect shit out of him. So
no, they're dope. They're dope.
They're fire. They're fire.
I would definitely put them up there. So I don't mind them being 29. And at 28, we got Ghetto Boys.
Come on, playing tricks on me.
I like that. That.
They brought the South out, really.
Yeah. Scarface classic.
Yeah.
They smart.
And then what Scarface was after that was really the king of the South.
Ghetto Boys, though.
It is. They were just so young.
What a midget. Bushwick Bill.
That nigga said, what a midget.
Yeah, that's not the Ghetto Boys I know.
Bro,
okay.
Listen, man. I wasn't
these
around.
Niggas found though.
Niggas said they found some drugs.
Scarface, to be honest with you, bro.
That might, actually, hold on now.
Bro, I don't know who. Yeah, nah.
Actually, I don't
know who these niggas is.
They just some random niggas.
Yeah, those some niggas from Texas.
Scarface pretty.
These niggas like some niggas from
Scarface is pretty.
Hey, but listen, until like Jeezy and T.I. and like Gucci Man and Wayne came along, Scarface was the king of the South. Unquestioned. Scarface was the #1 rapper out of the South.
Yeah, Scarface got a classic album. He got a couple classic.
Oh, he got a couple classic albums. he got a couple and multiple classic hits. Like niggas don't want to see Scarface. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. What do you think about them?
Summertime, still my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I say, real talent went on and do some other shit.
and I think where you keep wanting to put Kid and Play, that's where DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince are.
No.
Yeah, because remember what you said? You was like, oh, they
No.
should have got a sitcom.
He
Guess who
said
did get the
no.
sitcom? They did.
I think they just went the wrong lane. I think they shouldn't have did the house party because back in the day, it was like either you gonna do movies or you gonna do TV. They really didn't like you doing like both. Like
They
that.
could have did a house party and did Fresh Prince. That would have been nuts. But you know what? I think the best thing about it is that because they didn't do house party, they let Kid and Play eat. They gave Kid and Play a lane that they were able to eat off of, and then DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince were able to eat off their lane. You see what I'm saying? And both can be iconic groups. Like one nigga didn't have to take up the whole pie. I can give you something, and I still got my TV show. Will Smith is still the biggest actor. Jazzy Jeff is still a highly respected DJ. Like they're in music and hip hop and acting and like TV and film and sitcoms and movies for real. These two niggas. So is Kid and Play. Like they both were able to like exist in the same genre. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the two guys, they were able to exist in the same lane and both eat. Yeah. So that you got to give them props for that.
Nah, salute to I respect that. But yeah, I feel like Kid and Play still did their thing, though.
26 EPMD.
Yeah, good shout out to Eric Sermon.
You can put them up there. I like a few of their tracks. Like I'm not super huge on EPMD, but it seems like the way they're like revered by people, I can't really argue about it. Like if it's something I don't know, but I see people like gas it up like it's like the gospel, then I'll just I'll just take your word for it. I just haven't did my research on them like super much. Who is this? 25 Hot Boys, fire. Top 25 Hot Boys, real shit. They put them over all them hoe ass niggas, man. We talking about that right now. Hot Boys, real shit. The late 90s
talent, and rap, hits.
One of the top 10, if not top 5 greatest rappers of all time in the group.
Yeah,
come on now. Big timers being on the list too. Think about it. Cash Money got two
big parts too.
Top 50 groups of all time, and it was running at the same time. That's what we were talking about. Between the Hot Boys, them having solo music, big timers, like Cash Money had like 3-4 records on the radio for like 5-6 years.
Let me ask y'all this, because
you didn't know whose record it was. That's why Cash Money is so raw. You didn't know if it was a big time record, Hot Boys
record.
That's why
I said like
somebody single, because everybody was. It'll be like Birdman, Juvie, Wayne, BG. All rapping on one song, and it's a goddamn BG single.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know whose song it is, nigga. Whatever popping off is popping off.
All baby songs.
All baby songs play
all
bar.
Birdman songs,
all Birdman songs play bar.
But yeah, them
hey, what this nigga with Blackman Bain say? I fuck with niggas too. Yo, Birdman was tripping, bro. Them niggas was like, hey, man, why all these niggas on the stage, man? Hey, man, relax, man. Come on, man. We got to relax. Let's go to the next comment, man. Eric Sermon. Yeah, man. Salute Eric Sermon. Yeah, man. Hot Boy is definitely number one. Top 25. Guerrilla Warfare is fire. I know you fuck with Guerrilla Warfare.
Huh?
I said I know you fuck with Guerrilla Warfare.
Man, I fuck with I fuck with everything Cash Money. Up until I would say
99, 2000.
Many fresh left. Probably
all the white tees.
I fuck with the Carter too.
I can see that Manny fresh.
I fuck with the Drake era and all that too.
I fuck with the Carter.
I didn't fuck with Cash Money. Period.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Carter,
man.
my favorite to me.
Hot Boys music, like if you coming up, me, J Doug, Rob's era, like real shit, like their music, their albums like gospel coming up to like young niggas in the South. Like if you got a car. You getting the Hot Boys cassette, a BG cassette, BG album, a Turk, a Juvie, Wayne. Like everybody had they niggas that they resonated with the crew, right? And every artist really had a real cult fan base in the South. That was like that what Wu-Tang is to New York was Hot Boys to the South. Is that fair to say?
So Hot Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Wu-Tang is to New York is what Hot Boys was to the South.
That's a good comparison too.
Manny Fresh. People like the Manny Fresh
because
every
Wu-Tang was outlandish, and so was Hot Boys.
Every individual artist had their own fan base, and they all had albums that resonated with like you know what I'm saying? They own people, like they did right.
Manny Fresh brought them little classic.
Yeah, Manny Fresh. That's what I'm saying.
Manny Fresh was all over the big time and shit.
Yeah, but Manny Fresh birthed
Manny Fresh was the
Lil
big
Wayne,
time,
of course.
Yeah, I mean, you're the producer. Yeah,
me, you're the producer.
Yeah, of course.
He was killing it. Manny Fresh, I think Manny Fresh was probably the best.
Hey, you know what he said? He said, no, that's Dungeon Family.
Dungeon Family, no, bro.
No, I mean, no, honestly, you can say that. You can say Dungeon Family is a Woo of the South as far as like, yeah, you got, you know, Outkast. But the reason why I don't say Dungeon Family because you got Outkast, Goody Mob, Future. You got a lot of separate groups. You're naming a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Wu-Tang is a lot of people, but Wu-Tang is really one group. You got Killer Bees, you got certain subsections, but Wu-Tang is really a group, one singular group. That's what I'm saying. Cash Money,
say Wu-Tang,
right? And then when you say a Goody Mob, like I don't know a solo Big Gip album that went crazy. I'm just don't know one. What's his name? CeeLo. He had a huge solo career. Andre, Big Boy. Yeah, they have certain people that were not in a singular group that popped off. But when we want to talk about a singular 5 to 7 man group of one team, not a camp, but one team. You know, and even if you want to say, okay, what about Cash Money versus Dungeon Family? You still got a fight on your hands.
Yeah.
Because you're still talking about Wayne. And don't give me no hoe-ass Andre 3000 playing a goddamn flute. Because we eating niggas for lunch. What he said, I eat rappers, nigga? Yeah, nigga. Don't bring me no flute playing ass nigga when we talk about the droughters over 5 and 6. So, salute to Dungeon Family. Future is probably my favorite modern rapper. But Cash Money versus Dungeon Family, I'm going to roll my dice with Cash Money. Because we talking about Drake, Nicki. We can just stop. We can just stop. Let's not. I understand this hip-hop niggas want to get extra, niggas want to like their incense, get extra spiritual. You know, Black Ice is probably playing a nigga background. I understand you niggas got a 10-foot kufi on, but I got on my white tee for a reason. You see, Cash Money, this is still in effect today. FBJ, the bag got different, so I got different. That ain't no Dungeon Family energy right there. That's that Cash Money energy, nigga. So let's keep the list going, man. Now, Big Boy is a problem. Killer Mike still hitting. I salute Gip, Janelle Monáe. I understand. Hey, listen, I do, but Cash Money, come on, bro. You talking about
Diplomats and some clowns. Bro.
You talking about a lot of hits.
I'm a Joel fan. I'm a JR Ryder fan.
It's nobody in Diplomat have been successful after that Diplomats run.
I can't put Diplomats over Hot Boys.
Exactly, them boys.
I can't do it.
They don't even got them many. Jim Jones don't got a classic. Joel don't got a classic.
Yo, Wayne
but when it comes to them, when you compare
Wayne,
them to,
you can't do that.
Yo,
if you put Diplomats by themselves and just start talking about it, it's like, yeah, they good. But then you bring Hot Boys in, they can't compete.
Can I keep the buck?
Really, none of them niggas. Honestly.
Juvenile will smoke Jim Jones, easily. Freaky Zeke,
easily.
Joel Santana,
Cameron,
and Cameron.
Cameron, wish you so.
Juvenile will smoke anybody in Dipset. I will say it again. Juvenile will smoke anybody in Dipset. That's what we're not talking. We're not even bringing Wayne out. We're not even bringing Wayne out the trailer. We're not even bringing Wayne. BG is going to smoke Jim Jones.
Your heart beating for
and Joel. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I listen to what your heart beating for over Jim Jones any day.
And one thing I feel like Diplomats are like the 2008 Celtics of the rap game.
Who?
Bro, Diplomats
are the 2008 Celtics of the rap game.
Diplomats.
Y'all niggas probably got one ring Y'all
No
probably got the
range.
2002 champ.
Okay.
Y'all probably got the 2002.
Okay.
You probably got
Okay.
Dipset got the 2002 Summer
Okay.
Championship.
No way.
Yes, they do. Dipset
But
got
they
the
gonna talk about that shit
2002.
every fucking
Let's stop
year.
it. Let's keep it a buck.
It's gonna be a new
Dipset
storyline every year.
And Cameron got the 2002 Summer Harlem Championship,
They had a good
and they
summer.
run that bitch like the Celtics run that 2008
I can imagine.
championship. If 2002 Summer, Hey Ma, Old Boy, all that Dipset, we wearing the
Those are classics,
jerseys, the custom jerseys, yeah, all
Those are
that.
classics
Fly.
too, though.
Cause see, y'all gotta understand, y'all be thinking Nelly and them niggas was the first colorful niggas with the Air Force Ones and shit, but them niggas was up north in Harlem and watching niggas like Jim Jones and them niggas, we know what I'm saying, hitting niggas with them colors and busting down them fits. So, you know, culturally, yeah, you know, them niggas did it. Like I said, 2002, them niggas had it. 2003, I'll say from 2002 to 2009, 10. Cameron, Jim Jones, Jewels, and Dipset had the game. They had 8 years where them niggas was on fire.
Those niggas was Jay-Z opening act, bro.
No, stop, bro.
That's it.
No, man. Them niggas was neck and neck with Jay-Z on the charts.
Never.
Oh boy was bigger than any song Jay-Z had in 02.
Because he allowed it.
My gun tuck.
Because he allowed it. If it was on, he allowed it. Tom. Then Cameron wanted to erase his verse when he did an Old Boy remix and wanted to drop it.
That's what Cameron say.
Did you hear a remix with Jay-Z on it?
Jay-Z might didn't approve it.
Jay-Z, man, whatever, bro.
He might have dropped it and been
Come on,
like,
bro.
I don't really want to
Man,
drop it.
come
Fuck
on, bro.
all
Don't-
that.
Come on,
You know
bro.
how it was back then. Like, it's all right. So he like, yeah, you don't want to drop the verse. And then he gonna say, come in the future. Bro, I done seen niggas lie about stuff, bro, to my face that I know didn't happen. So yeah, I believe
And
Jay-Z
nigga
probably
said
told that nigga, I
Cameron
don't
is
wanna
retiring
do that
Rondo.
shit.
Nigga, that's crazy.
I deleted Jay-Z.
We said, oh boy, not
shit.
bigger than nothing. Listen, I agree. Ja Rule was
He had
that
a run.
nigga. Ja Rule
He had a
ran
run.
it. Yeah, and listen,
He had a
when we
run.
talking about 02, we talking about like Ja Rule with his run with all those women on Murder Inc. You gotta talk about Nelly with Dilemma and all his stuff. And you gotta talk about Cameron and Dipset. But at that time, Cameron, Dipset, Jewels, Jim Jones, they were in the top of the top hit makers in Echelon.
That time period,
2002,
yeah.
2003, 2004. They're dropping out, but like he said, hey, you know, you said he ruined the skits. Purple Haze. I mean, listen, dude. I just listened to like a handful of songs of Purple Haze, but I feel what you're saying.
Hey,
He said they turned this shit off in the barbershop.
No Limit was too all over the place. That's why
No Limit.
Yeah, they had No Limit
got the
was too
hookup.
all over the place. But No Limit, if they was more organized with better talent, they had Shoot the Shaka. Little Romeo was a good act for the time because he was getting whatever Little Bow Wow couldn't pick up. So that was a bag for Master P. So that was a win. That nigga Romeo had TV
We got at
shows
22.
and all that.
23.
Sugar Hill Gang.
But No Limit didn't have no rappers
Sugar
other
Hill
that
Gang
they were
was there.
promoting like that. They had too many bums on the label.
I mean, Sugar Hill Gang.
That's just they talking about it's the first rap record. So I mean that's just for impact.
Man, that's
Yeah,
all
'cause-
they had, the first and last.
That's that's
Yeah,
impact.
Yeah,
That's
because
just-
these niggas don't even look like rappers. They look like
no, they were.
They
Not the
wasn't.
rap we know.
They were just some niggas that lady.
They were the first
Miss
niggas to put a track
Sylvia
on.
Picked
Yeah.
up off the street and said rap
Basically.
yeah,
verses.
yeah, but to me, they should have been like 50. They should have been like behind the City Girls on there. Like,
I would put
y'all,
them
like,
ahead of
get
City
your ass
Girls.
up out of
I
here,
would put
dog.
them-
We
I
don't
would
give a
put
fuck
them
about
below
none of
City
that
Girls.
goofy ass. Y'all just as
I
much
would put
City Girls.
below.
Y'all didn't write none of them bars, nigga. Somebody else wrote them. Nigga, y'all, nigga, put hip hop the hippie. These white people like that song. City Girl. The nigga should have been 51. All right,
That's
so
not something.
22. We
I
got
like
the
how
locks.
the locks got put over Diplomats, and then the description they mentioned the verses.
Yeah, they gonna get put over anything they do for life.
Now the locks definitely should have been over them.
Cause I always like Jadakiss, but people always like Jadakiss a punchline rapper or whatever. But I
Nah, Jadakiss got bars.
don't really care. Like Jada always hitting some shit. For
Jadakiss,
real, though.
I'm be honest,
He be
in
snapping.
Wayne's peak, when Wayne was at his peak in like 07, 06, 07, 08, Jadakiss was rapping just as good as Wayne. Say what you want. I was up there in New York. I got family there, dude. He was rapping just as good as Wayne.
He was rapping just
with
as
your
good. He
eyes
wasn't
open.
dropping no hits.
Nah, it wasn't even about hits.
Yeah, he ain't a hit.
When it come like you say like punchline bars, he was like, bro, him and Wayne. So think about it. Wayne was a punchline rapper, right? Jadakiss was giving you just as good as punchlines.
Yeah, but Wayne was giving you like
Wayne was giving it to you, but Jadakiss was really giving him to you. I'm telling you, I remember I bought like a hood mixtape in T-Neck. It was a Jadakiss Lil Wayne mixtape, and it was just like half Jadakiss, half Wayne songs, like mixtape songs, like songs I probably can't even find anymore. And Jadakiss, some of the best rap, like it was some sick shit on there. Jadakiss was talking crazy.
Jadakiss get busy.
I remember he said something about putting your heart in a plastic bag. He said some wild shit. I was like 14. I'm like, my nigga, what? He was talking grimy. So Bone Thugs and Harmony at 21. I really like Bone Thugs and Harmony at 21.
That's a good look.
Yeah, I gotta put them. Oh yeah, Kiss of Death was Carter 2 quality. Blackman Bane, man. Hey man, I gotta send you a cash app, man, because you know what the hell I'll be talking about, dog.
They had some classic runs, but
who Bone Thugs?
Yeah, but they didn't have a short run.
Nah, they had a run, bro. What do you mean? Remember that song they had with Phil Collins? You tripping?
Yeah, that was the last one.
That was fire. That was what
it was just with Eazy-E and stuff.
No, that was like that Phil Collins song was like what 2004, 2005, and they had that one with Akon in like 2006, 2007.
But
I tried so hard.
We think stuff was bigger than what it was back then because we were watching BET all day.
Man, come on, man. You tripping, man. Man, put Rob on. Man, come on, man.
He was down. I feel it.
Man, come on.
But we think that stuff was bigger than what it was because we were watching BET all day.
That shit was big. Those were big songs.
That song Phil Collins was like a one-off for them.
Listen, bro. Listen. From the time they came out to about 2006, they had solo songs. They had features. They're the only rap group to have Pac and Biggie on an album, on a song, and that was probably Biggie's probably one of his top 10, if not top 5 lyrical performances.
Mm-hmm.
You got Biggie and Pac on your songs.
Yeah, both classics.
After they died.
Both classics.
Like both tracks came out after these niggas died. And they're classics.
And
Thug
you
Love.
can't tell which one better.
You can't.
Because Thug or Pac ripped that shit.
And the reason why both those songs are so fire because it was like that like Thuggish Ruggish Bone energy. It was like your favorite Bone Thugs track, and it was like they redid a version with Biggie, and Biggie gave you the best Notorious Big he can possibly ever give you. Then he did another version with Pac, and Pac gave you the best essence of Tupac. What he nigga said?
Oh, and Thug Love
punished for Thug living. Hard to the facts, man. That nigga killed that shit, dog.
I would say
they wave niggas in Cleveland.
They wave was completely over after Riding Dirty. I was giving that.
Who?
They wave like the whole.
Oh yeah, Riding Dirty. Who's that? Busy Bone on that?
Crazy Bone.
Crazy Bone.
Yeah, I said
Riding Dirty.
Yeah, Crazy Bone killed it on that verse.
Yeah, after that,
I learned that verse.
And you gotta give Busy Bone that shit for what was it? The Next Friday soundtrack. This is for the weed. This is for get it back at dope in the corner road. Yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah, come on, man. That shit was fire. Yeah, so you gotta put Bone Thugs. I'm cool with that. UGK. And
yes,
this,
sir.
Hold on, let me say this. Hold on. Let me pause the list right here. This is at the point of the list where I don't like the fact that I feel like they jumbled a lot of people together. And I will go back from 25. It's about from, I think, like 25 to 16, where they jumbled a lot of artists from one era, like back to back to back. And I think they should have been spread out. And some of the people that's going to be ahead of them should have been behind them. And we're going to continue that from the Hot Boys, from the Diplomats, from the Locks, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and now we go to UGK. Now, there's going to be a lot of our favorite parts because these are a lot of the groups we resonate with. Yeah. But I say that to say that when you see some of the people that are ahead of them, you're going to be like, well, damn, if they were going to be ahead of them, I would make an argument that 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 of these groups should have placed higher. So we go to UGK, Bun B, Pimp C. let's be honest, both are legendary rappers on their own right.
Right.
Mhm.
Both have their own individual catalogs that can, you can put them in the top 50, 60 rappers if you really wanted to. Like I said, Big Pimpin', Sipping on Some Syrup, International Players Anthem. Like literally, they got hip hop
Players
classics,
Anthem.
and
They got a classic album too.
yeah, exactly. Even the tracks that they're on their own, as just UGK as a group, they got classic songs. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Dirty,
Chop Blade.
yeah, man. They're
Let
goats.
Me See It.
Right, and
it goes on and on.
Especially what they were trying to do before Pimp C died. UGK was definitely. I think UGK, if Pimp C would have stayed alive, like they would have definitely been higher on this list. They'd probably be a top 10 group, because I think the work Pimp C was trying to do in the Texas rap game was so monumental. That's another reason why they took him out, because I think if he could have did what he wanted to do with Texas rap game, Texas would have never fell off the way they did.
Yeah, nigga, UGK over the
because
Lox.
Texas had I'll put
All
UGK over
day.
Lox, because I think what Pimp C seen in the Texas artists at the time in 2005, 6, 7, Texas had enough artists to compete with Atlanta. They had enough artists. They probably didn't have the producers and this and that, but Texas was so big and they was getting a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So it was like they were Texas money and Georgia money. If you getting money, you can live like a king in Georgia and Texas.
Yeah, for real.
So money was long on both ends. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas had paper. So it wasn't like niggas didn't have the funds to keep up with niggas in Atlanta.
Right.
Houston, Port Arthur, Dallas, the whole Texas area definitely had a little Kiki, Chameleonaire, Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, you know what I'm saying? Lil Flip. They had a lot of artists that could have, popped off if Pimp C would have stayed alive and organized the way I think he wanted to.
And salute, we always forget Travis Scott. He from Houston too, though.
UGK over Lox, no way. I mean, no, I feel you. I mean, I listen to more Lox, more Jadakiss than probably UGK, but because I'm from the South, I'm gonna be biased just to be biased right now. It's not like I'm like gonna like die on the hill, but I think we all deserve a right to be biased when we want to. It's just me being biased.
Now I'm going with
Traded Truth. Yep, Traded Truth took Pimp C, man. You can say yeah.
Traded Truth could never, man.
Nah, but he did do a lot of stuff for Texas and for Houston, so you can kind of say Traded Truth really has done some good things.
Travis Scott, the biggest. I know Beyonce, the biggest out of Houston, but Travis Scott probably like the biggest rapper to ever come out of Houston.
Zero, Lil Flip. That's what I'm saying. Travis Scott, yeah, he's probably the best rapper out of Texas. Not like
the best rapper,
not the best rapper, but the biggest.
The biggest,
yeah, the biggest. Because I don't even think he raps no bar. Yeah.
You going to
D12? Why you not mention D12? Huh? Travis Scott, when he coming? He ain't got no damn tour.
D12.
Well, they did drop all the charges on him.
Oh, well, if he go on tour, I'll definitely go see Travis Scott. I've seen him before. I've seen him like twice. I seen him. Actually, I think the first time he performed in the States was Rolling Loud when we seen him last year.
Travis Scott?
Yeah, remember he came on stage with Future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it surprise one or the
it was surprise.
stage or something like that?
Yeah. D12, why not mention them? Because M White, you can't accept M the GOAT. Nobody wanted to hear what's D12's biggest song. These chicks don't even know the name of my band.
I love
they got
them.
some joints.
Purple
Pills.
I got Purple Pills, but they don't really.
Purple Pills slap.
It's not.
Man, D12 is
one
going.
group.
Listen, man, D12 sitting with the 69 boys, my nigga. The niggas who made Tootsie Roll. 69 boys over D12.
Tootsie Roll is a phenomenon.
Yeah, come on, man. Y'all niggas is tripping,
I
bro.
put Tootsie Roll, bro. D12. I love D12
don't know
too,
what you
Yeah, Bizarre, bro. We don't want to hear no damn nigga with a shower cap. Get that shit out of here. G Unit at 19. I gotta put G Unit at 19. G Unit's dope. G Unit's dope.
That was a crew right there.
Yeah. G Unit's dope. They're cool, and they all held their own, and they're still making money now.
Who had the best solo album out of the G Unit crew? Tony Ayo, Young Buck, Lloyd Banks.
I don't know
the first album.
I'll probably say out of it, no, excluding 50.
Yeah.
Probably Lloyd or Young Buck. I don't know Young Buck. That Welcome to Cash. I gotta go with Welcome to Cashville. I'm sorry. That Welcome to Cashville went crazy.
Yeah, I'm going with Welcome to Cashville. I would go with Tony Ayo album probably over Lloyd Banks.
Nah. That Lloyd Banks. Nah, that Lloyd Banks album was
Lloyd
smooth.
had a little run.
That
too.
Lloyd Banks album was nice. That
love.
Lloyd album was nice, man. You got to go
Nice.
back. You got to go back. That Lloyd Banks album
Okay,
was nice.
what about out of Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, Tony Yayo, and The Game? Which one was that?
The Game, but that don't count
You don't count
because
The Game.
50 gave him songs. Buck, he said Lloyd, G Unit, D12, Dipset.
The Game.
Man, G Unit, bro. 50 Cent, come on, bro. Hunger for More was crazy. But I mean, personally, like, yeah, I'll probably say The Game, but like I said, I got to take The Game out of there, and I would probably say it was Lloyd number 2, and number 1 I'll say it was
Young Buck.
Young Buck. Number 1 I'll say it was Young Buck.
Ooh, it's hard because I'm going track for track. Y'all give it to Young Buck. Young Buck had that bona fide hustler. Woo! I'm a hustler. Nigga, you gotta lie.
Yeah, man.
And Tony Yayo ripped that shit.
Yeah, and 1836 Mafia. But see how they got a lot of people in the same era, like back to back to back. You see what I'm trying to say? And I feel like they should have been more spread out. Like 36 Mafia to me should have been higher on this list.
Well, that was the golden. Everybody came out as a group back then. So it wasn't really a solo artist back then too much that didn't come in with a group.
Yeah, even Nelly had St. Lunatics.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody had a group.
Yeah, what happened to St. Lunatics? I love
Murphy Lee was
Murphy Lee.
yeah,
I bought
was
Murphy. I bought his album.
Hey, have you seen Murphy Lee on Vlad? He got like a long interview on Vlad. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I've been watching it.
What's your face?
I fuck with Murphy.
He got a
I
long
bought his
interview.
album.
Sean Prez.
Sean
Murphy
Prez. I
album
like
fire.
Sean Prez interviews. Sean Prez is a very good interviewer. Salute to Sean Prez.
Yeah, salute. I mean, they had a run through Six Mafia. I never was really into
I
their
know some-
music like that because I wasn't really in the crunk, and they was a little out there.
Now I like I can listen to some of the stuff back in like 94, 95, like some of their older stuff, bro. I like it. They really got, you know, it sounds like really low production, like really like on some like we made this in the bathroom type shit, like on some Chief Keef shit. Like that's why I like 3-6s. Honestly, Chief Keef and drill music to me, the closest, like if you really go back and listen to like 93, 94, 95, 3-6 before they got a deal, it sounds like a lot of Chief Keef. It sounds like a lot of that. We made this bitch like on some hustle and flow shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like we made this whole record in somebody's backseat and used the cigarette lighter for electricity to light up the microphone type shit. You gotta give that type of grittiness some love, man. Yes. Oh yeah, Zip in a double cup. Listen, we just talking about 3-6. Don't get a listen. That's our era. That is our era. That is graduation of high school.
Definitely be having a double cup to this day. I still get
Juicy J's resurgence alone.
Double cup, bro.
That might be the best. Like
no reason.
Niggas love saying 2 Chainz had the biggest rebrand. Nah, Juicy J had the biggest rebrand in hip hop history. Because Juicy J, when Wiz came through,
I was gonna say,
and powered up Juicy J,
and Wiz loved
Juicy J was like a top 10 rap. Like Juicy J was bigger than ever.
When Wiz had his little day-to-day episodes and shit, and Juicy J on them shit, Juicy J was hilarious, bro.
Juicy J
made them episodes sometimes.
Yeah, Juicy J real shit was like bigger.
Gargamel.
Yeah, Juicy J from like 2011 to 13 might have been bigger than 3-6 has ever been mainstream.
That was a wave.
Yeah. Because you got to understand, Juicy J was taking over the colleges. Juicy J was taking over the work. Juicy J,
party,
nigga, music. You say no to ratchet pussy. Juicy J can't. What? Nigga, Juicy J had.
Meme, boy.
Yeah. Juicy J was meme rap.
Juicy was definitely rapping while you was getting lean, trust me.
Yeah, Juicy J was literally like one of them niggas living by.
He been trying to catch that wave ever since too, boy.
He good. Nah, he good because he's produced so many records since then. What's his line? With yeah.
That too.
For the acres, Kobe Bryant, who the neighbor? I forgot how that shit go down. So Cypress Hill, you can put them up there.
I didn't know DJ Paul had a messed up hand though.
You never knew that?
No.
Right?
Nah, Kanye, I'll say yeah, but when we say rebrand, I'll say rebrand is for people that like I don't like kind of like fell off. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like you can always rebrand when you're on top. Drake rebrand, Michael Jackson rebrand, Prince rebrands every album. it's easy for niggas to rebrand when you can't
Rebrand
miss.
to make more success.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nigga coming back from the dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Niggas that type
We
shit.
never like. Come
Yeah,
on,
like when
we
niggas
wasn't
get
checking for it.
right, like even not even bring up Future, but a lot of times when people give Future his credit because it was a lot of times niggas wrote him off and he came back even better. Not even a total rebrand, but like when you get written off, it's harder for you, or when people kind of like look at you like, okay, your wave is kind of done. It's harder for you to come back and hit niggas the same way. So yeah, Hitmaker, Young Berg and Hit, yeah, that's a rebrand.
Yeah, I come back from.
But Cypress Hill, you can put them up there. I'm not from the West Coast, but Cypress Hill definitely ushered in weed rap. Cypress Hill definitely pushed the genre forward. Cypress Hill definitely has hits. They definitely tour. They definitely have cultural impact. I would put their impact because I'm a weed smoker. I'm gonna put them up there with like Kid and Play of Not Past, Kid and Play. Like I'll put what Cypress Hill did with weed is what like NWA did to gangster rap. Like when certain people have an image, like if we probably wouldn't have weed as loosely as we have it now if it wasn't for Cypress Hill. I can say that because Cypress Hill really made weed as mainstream as you can possibly get in the early 90s, and then still stayed on that. So Be Real, especially Be Real. Be Real is a real nigga. No pun intended, but yeah. So Beastie Boys. No. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Like I said on Starport today, to me, they just were people, they just made fun of hip hop. They weren't rappers. They don't look like rappers. They weren't rappers.
I like Beastie Boys, but I don't know if I put them that high on this list.
I like Beastie Boys.
You could, I would have put them maybe at the in the 40s and the 50s spot.
I say they're trash. They're garbage. They should have been number 87 on the list. Them niggas is trash. And anytime I hear old heads talking about we used to listen to BC Boys, I just want to be like, you just wanted white heroes. Just say you wanted to look up to a white man. If you were a fan of Beastie Boys in the 80s, you just want to look up to a white man. And I'm gonna stand on that. So I don't want to hear anybody from the 80s say you listen to Beastie Boys. If that's something you wanted to do, don't ever tell me about hip hop because you looked up to these goofy ass white men who. And I listen. There's a lot of white people that I think are great. So I'm not saying that just because you're white, you can't be somebody that you can aspire to have certain characteristics or try to be like or take certain things from. But the Beastie Boys were just cosplaying and they were goofy. What is it? 3 small hats. Come on now, the writing's on the wall. Yeah, they had to get Beastie Boys had to get their piece of white pie out of hip hop, and y'all niggas let them. Yeah, that was just the money. Y'all should have. Where was Public Enemy boycotting these niggas, huh? They weren't terrible. How come KRS-One ain't seen no Beastie Boys diss, huh? They weren't terrible. Why Rakim ain't give no Beastie Boys diss? Why niggas ain't just take them out the game, huh? That was y'all. Why my old heads is the 50th anniversary of hip hop? Why nobody gave the Beastie Boys no smoke in hip hop?
Because it was a black person probably writing for him, so he was probably like, "Bro, that's my little check, bro. Y'all chill."
Man, we would have ate that check. Fuck that.
Yeah.
And this ain't even because they white. It's because bro. We ain't just
Russell Simmons and them was making money off.
Russell Simmons sold the culture, so we can't even bring him up. So let's go to Naughty by Nature. Hip hop. Yeah. Check the flow now. Here we go now. Yeah, they got a lot of good songs, and they were able to like really have an aggressive, good rap style and make hits. So you gotta definitely put Naughty by Nature up there. If you want to say nah, then you're really tripping. You really don't understand. Naughty by Nature was them niggas in the 90s.
They look crazy with that chain around his neck.
Who gonna tell trash though?
Yeah, he'll beat up everybody. Look, crazy, you gonna tell that nigga right there? Back there crazy. You look crazy. He looks every bit of crazy. He looks every bit of what he want to be.
Exactly, bro. That's a weapon, bro. You walk around that shit on your now. You gotta take that bitch off.
And salute this nigga with the Heat jersey on. I'm telling you, bro, we've been them niggas since the 90s. Anyways, this is where I have a problem with the list. They got the 3 informants. They got 3 rats with the cheese at number 14. Get these goofy ass East Orange niggas up out the paint, man. You got these niggas snitching, telling on the police. You got these niggas stealing from Haiti. You got a nigga who stole Haiti's resources, a nigga who snitched for political gain, and a motherfucker on color people time. And a nigga bitch on color people time can't ever show up on time to not goddamn one motherfucking thing. Always fucking up songs. Always want to underperform and trying to live off an album that you had to give royalties and credits to niggas that you wouldn't give them before. You know what I'm saying? Fugees is, can I be honest? Fugees, what Kendrick Lamar are to white guilt is what Fugees are to white guilt. There's certain token artists of hip hop where they're like pro-black or they have a certain like look to them where white people like them. And Fugees are cool. But Fugees are one of them groups I feel like when like white people back in the 90s that listen to Fugees, like they got them a pass. Saying they like the Fugees white people got a lot of getting pressed. I feel like back in the days.
Probably. I see what you're saying.
And I say that because like nigga, strumming my pain through the fingers and Ready or Not, Here I Come and Fuji La, right? Those are 3 fire songs, right?
Yeah.
But their run was what, 3-4 years?
Lucky
if that, and really Miseducation, Lauryn Hill, and a couple of Wyclef songs carried these niggas. You know, and that's what's up. They're good. I think they're supposed to be on this list. Yeah. I think I wouldn't put them at 14, but I would keep them in the top. I wouldn't put them no further than 20.
Would you knock the Beastie Boys out to put?
No, Beastie Boys wouldn't be on the list. Beastie Boys wouldn't be on my list.
They wouldn't be over Cash Money.
I would put 69 Boys. I would put Slaughterhouse over Beastie Boys. But
Mobb Deep.
Oh, Mobb Deep definitely for sure. I'll definitely put him over Fugees, but I don't think I'll put Mobb Deep over like the Locks, Hot Boys. But Mobb Deep they got 2 fire albums. They got really 3. And
Quiet Storm is a classic.
And Prodigy in itself, Head Nigga in Charge is a very fire album. Yeah, I would put Mobb Deep up on it. The Infamous is fire. Murder Music, you know what I'm saying? Quiet Storm, even with Lil Kim coming on there. Yeah, man. Even that song they had with 50, You Know How I Do It. Go out of control. Yeah, that shit, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely put them up there. 12, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
That's more of a classic.
Yeah, that's what niggas be putting like Bill Russell.
Yeah.
On like in Wilt Chamberlain on top list. Like nigga, I wasn't there, Bob so Cousy. I got Bob Cousy ass stats. Yeah, man. There you go, bro. I ain't got
they got it, but that was the original. That's when it started.
Yeah, so, and they created hip hop, right?
It's developed way more.
Yeah, Melly Mel, Kick, Melly Mel and all them niggas. Yeah, for real. You got to do that because the Message was a huge song. White Line's a huge song. You definitely got to put Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 in the top hip hop groups. Number 11, Migos, for sure, super in there. And the reason why I like this is because niggas, I give my flowers because I gave the Migos their flowers in 2019. Probably one of the first 5-10 episodes I called it on a Star Report. He had the question that was, what's your top 10 hip hop groups of all time? And I had Migos in my top 10. And some people are like, oh shit, but it's 2019. Some people are like, oh shit, but I'm like, nah, real shit. Like I'm from the South, like Migos is already top 10 hip hop group all time. So people outside of the South or people outside their catalog can try to say, oh, this was a sympathy placement, but nowhere near that, man. Migos definitely are a top 10 hip hop group, and they've accomplished way more than a lot of niggas on this list. And I'll put them over all these hoe ass niggas before them. Like dead ass. Hold on. Yo, I'm recording right now. What's up? What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah, I like the Migos. They had a good spot to me. I fuck with Migos.
Migos is fire. Migos is fire.
I can't wait to see what Offset and Quavo gonna cook up.
Yeah, what type of shit they're trying to
They
put
need
together.
to drop a what they call that posthumous album with some takeoff verse. All you need is about 7 songs.
Yeah.
The Migos verse,
They got
Culture,
the best one, so whatever
Culture
he got,
4. Oh, that shit gonna go up.
Whatever they can put out there for him, yeah, do that shit.
Yeah, all
4 or 5 songs featuring Takeoff. That'd be good.
That should go up. that shit will go up. Take
Migos definitely on. They got hits, man. They got hits, and honestly, I don't think you can name another hip hop group on this list of like 3 members that ran the game like them. Like the only way you can put other people over them is it's like 5-6 member groups. Like you're doubling the size. If you're talking about a 3-member group, nobody's harder than Migos. Pause. Nobody's coming better than Migos. Pause.
Migo.
Yeah, Migos is definitely. So now we're cracking the top 10. The Roots.
Yeah.
The Roots are fire. It's just it's one of those things you gotta like. The Roots is from like
Roots
like that
is
early
another
on
white
Black Thought
group.
type, like,
Roots is another
group.
white guilt group thrown in here.
You know, they're very political type.
Man, ain't nobody listen to no goddamn Roots.
Exactly, nobody nowadays, but they still had an impact back in the day.
What they do,
Roots
Roots
still had an impact.
Man, listen. Roots is cool. I know niggas in Philly fuck with the Roots.
Roots is still out.
They are an important pillar of hip hop. I think they're dope. I think they are one of the best hip hop groups of all time.
Like De La Soul.
Nah,
and
they deserve to be where they are, but I do think they are another white guilt biracial bar and grill music playlist artist.
Of course, man.
Number 9, De La Soul. Nah, I can't put De La Soul.
They should have been higher up if they were gonna be on the list, but salute to De La Soul. I mean, I can't.
What do you mean higher? Like
they shouldn't be over Kid and Play. They shouldn't be in the top 10.
You mean lower?
Yeah, they shouldn't be in the top 10.
Nah, they should not be in the top 10 at all. Like, you got me fucked up. De La Soul should not be over Dipset, the Locks. Well, they should be over Dipset. They should probably be over the Locks. Okay. So let me slow down.
But this is the Billboard, so these are the white people choices.
I don't think they should be over the Migos.
They shouldn't be over Cash Money, definitely.
I will put them in the top 20. I wouldn't put them all the way at number 9, dog. I think because one of their members, Trugoy, passed away, I think that may be a reason why. But some people may say the reason why Migos got placed so high too, because Takeoff. But I do like De La Soul, and I think because their music was taken off streaming services for so long, a lot of us newer generation don't understand the impact of De La Soul, because honestly, I think that they did have a huge impact in the 90s. And because they weren't on streaming services for so long, we can't really feel that impact until now. They just got put on streaming services this year. Right. So for that reason, because their music is just starting to be available, I can't argue them down too much. But all I can say is that from what I know, I can't put them ahead of some of those groups in the 20s.
I like De La Soul.
Salt and Pepper. Definitely, definitely you got to, because they really held female rap down.
For real though.
They definitely had hits. They definitely stayed in the game.
Did their own thing.
Right. They definitely were famous on their own right. Yeah, they definitely made hits all through the 80s and 90s. They were their original. They're their archetype. They're what the city girls want to be. They're what every female rap group has still not been able to accomplish. Replicate. And that alone should put them up in the top 10. 7, Eric B and Rakim. I'm with it. Definitely, I'll put them in there. They changed the whole flow, the style. What was cool about hip hop wasn't that these are the breaks. Rakim was none of that shit. Yeah, Rakim was spitting.
He said, "Y'all niggas too simple. Hold on."
None of that. My Adidas, none of that shit. That nigga was spitting that tinfoil kufi bars. You know what I'm saying? That nigga inspired your favorite rapper. You Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie.
Any lyrical rapper you love.
Like what the 90s was Rakim in the 80s.
Yeah, Rakim got it.
And I'll say Big Daddy Kane and
Big Daddy Kane too.
Yeah. And probably a few more, maybe
a couple new.
Kool Moe D for sure. But for the most part, you gotta put them up there. Public Enemy, for sure. Public Enemy changed the face of hip hop. They woke up so many people. Public Enemy, to be honest, I think did as much work as some of your favorite black some of the heroes.
Videos are powerful.
Yeah, some of your favorite black heroes. Public Enemy was definitely needed. It was important. I just think that they did have a huge white fan base, but for the most part, what the work and the sacrifice Professor Griff has done in the conscious community to educate people and to wake people up about like certain things about the occult signs, your third eye, your chakras, Professor Griff being the Minister of Information and really kind of living by what they stand for is huge and is very important. Chuck D, his production, the things he's put forth, how they helped produce Ice Cube's first solo album, Terminator X. They deserve to be up there. Top 6. Yeah, for sure. 5, Run DMC. I have no problem. Run DMC is Run DMC.
Yeah.
Like, they deserve to be on that list. Run DMC. I'm not a huge fan of Run DMC. Like, I don't listen to their music, and they're, to me, it's kind of dated. But they're like those 80s. I mean, they're like the 60s Celtics, like those Bill Russell Chamberlain stats. Like, I can't sit there and put any of their music on, but for what they did in the game, I can't argue with it. Their stats, it's like Babe Ruth. I've never gonna watch a Babe Ruth game, but if you tell me he's one of the best batters, or Jim Brown, you niggas be like, he's top 5 running back all the time. Jim Brown. I'm all right. Yeah, all right. You know what I mean? What the fuck you want me to tell you? I didn't watch him. Y'all niggas been saying that for generations. Y'all niggas say that based off what your dad told you.
I seen that nigga highlight. Trust me, he was wrong.
Number 4, Tribe Called Quest. Way too high.
I respect Tribe, so I'm okay with that.
I like Tribe, but I'm not putting them niggas at number 4. Y'all smoking crack. I'm not putting Tribe over Run DMC or Public Enemy. I'll put him number like 7 or 6. I'll put him number 6 over Eric B. Rakim, maybe over Salt and Pepper, over De La Soul, over The Roots. I can do that, but I can't put him over. I can't put Tribe Called Quest over Run DMC and Public Enemy. I just can't. And I like Tribe Called Quest music more. I listen to Tribe Called Quest more than both of them, but I don't think they are number 4. And they have like 3 or 4. Like, I know they got at least 2 classic albums.
Tribe?
Really, 3 probably. They probably got 3.
Hella classic.
4, all like they don't really have a miss on a project, to be honest. Number 3, NWA. Yep. One of my favorite groups. I was blessed to have older brothers and cousins. When I was like 11 or 12, they were like find out NWA on on LimeWire. And it
was fire.
Yeah, man. Like when I first heard Dope Man, you know what I'm saying, and just start just listen to their music. Like they are really fire. Dope, you know what I'm saying? Even the stuff they put out after with Lynch Mob. You know what I'm saying? The stuff they put out after Ice Cube, like
individually.
Yeah, man. Like they were
MC
dope.
Red was underrated.
MC Red, yeah, man. The production of Dr. Dre, Eazy-E.
A lot of talent in that group.
Yeah, I would put them number 3. I would probably put them number 2, but I'll put them number 3. Number 3 is fire. And honestly,
I could flip out NWA Wu-Tang. I love Wu-Tang, but I could flip flop either one of them. If they put 2 for Wu-Tang and then NWA 3, I'm fine. If they put NWA 2, either way, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Wu-Tang at number
Wu-Tang.
2.
Only because Wu-Tang got more artists that individually
have classic albums themselves.
They did numbers.
They have artists who have like probably multiple classics in their catalog, like individual artists.
Multiple.
Now, yeah, they got like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They got a whole basketball roster.
They got about 5 or 6 niggas that
put a lot of talent,
some power.
Right. They got great albums. Like I said, there's all good rappers.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't mind Wu-Tang being number 2 at all. I love Wu-Tang, man. I love listening to Ghostface. That's one of my favorite rappers. I love listening to Raekwon.
I love Meth.
You know what I'm saying? Meth is fire. RZA fire. Like they're dope. Jizza, Liquid Swords. I still listen to Liquid Swords.
Old Dirty.
You know what I'm saying? Iron Man is fire, dog. Incarcerated Scarfaces is fire. Like you're talking about classic albums from individuals.
36 Chambers, I can listen to that shit all day.
Yeah, but real shit. Wu-Tang got classic albums from individuals.
Yeah, each one of them got
like they have multiple top 50 rappers in their group.
Mm-hmm. Big facts.
They got to do
Staten Island.
Yeah,
was it Staten?
Yeah, Staten. Yeah, Shaolin. Yeah, Staten Island. And number 1, we got to go with Outkast.
I was watching a video.
How do you guys feel about that?
And dude was like, when it comes to Outkast, he was like, they kind of like each other's alter egos. And it's in a sense I can understand that, just because when it comes, especially black culture, you always got a weird, You always got some weird dude like Andre 3000. You always got a nigga like Big Boy. And I feel like sometimes those two dudes are interchangeable. It's just the way the groups that they're with and the people that they party with and hang with and stuff like that. That's just who they are as people. But in the back of their mind, a lot of them dudes, they think a certain way or they have other thoughts. They're like, I think that shit's kind of cool. Even though my group wouldn't really fuck with it, I think it's kind of cool. And I feel like Andre is like, he looks at, Andre, Big Boy looks at Andre. He's like, you kind of weird, but I see what you're saying. And then vice versa. And I feel like when he said that, I was like, Outkast in that sense of like being alter egos of each other. I like that group together. For me, at least.
I personally want to be transparent, and I think that Outkast should be number one. To be honest,
they bounce off each other.
I don't think that any other group on this list can put up 5 albums with Outkast. I don't think they can. Not one group. Wu-Tang only got 2-3 albums together.
If we're talking about groups,
as a rap group,
Wu-Tang
Tribe Called
2,
Quest
3
is probably the closest rap group that have enough albums to probably go head and head for Outkast. And Outkast is
most of the groups don't have multiple.
Right.
Like that.
You have a lot of stands who put Andre 3000 in their top 5 rappers of all time, top 10 rappers of all time list. Outkast has hits, Grammys, all the accolades, all the lore, all the fanfare. I'm being from the South, I fuck with it. And not just being from the South, I fuck with Outkast. I think Outkast. Yeah, Roots got 6 platinum albums from white people who eat watercress sandwiches and black people who are Democratic shields. But Outkast is the definition of a hip-hop worldwide phenomenon. But didn't come in looking like nobody, sound like nobody else, and did their own thing. So we gotta give it to Outkast.
Very different.
I don't know why Andre fucked that up. But hey.
Too many hits. So I think that this is. Hey, guess who else has a Grammy? Doesn't Vanilla Ice got a Grammy? Doesn't Macklemore have a Grammy? Yeah, we're not going on Grammys. And plus, Roots, man, y'all like Roots got Grammys for best hip hop group. Man, Roots got Grammys for spoken word albums and goddamn farting in shoeboxes and playing the drums after, dog. Nobody want to hear that bullshit. So this was Perspectives Facts Podcast, episode 80. This is a dope episode. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. We had a really good episode, Rob. What do you think, man? You think it
was a good time?
Yeah, really a hip hop oriented, right, man? A good Friday night episode.
Hip hop groups got put in their place.
Yeah, man. Good topic.
Moved around.
Yeah, man. And everybody hit the like button, subscribe. Go ahead, hit Cash App, $ Florida Boy J.
Well, all right. Well, okay. Feels like Jazz Grand Prix a little bit. Yeah.
I'm saying just hit us up. Just, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we doing good. We get a little chicken sandwich after the show, you know what I'm saying? Get a little Chipotle bowl, double chicken. That's all we need, you know what I'm saying? And you guys have a wonderful night. We will see you guys Monday. Me and Alpha Villain. Hey, man. Hey, me and Alpha Villain are going to do a relationship dating topic type of show next week. So salute to Alpha Villain. Go ahead, subscribe to his channel. Me and Left Handed are going to be doing some more sports topics next week as well. So highlight Left Handed. You know what I'm saying? Down in Talk Sports Network on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. And go ahead and what's the word I'm looking for? Subscribe to my channel. But go ahead and float over to Gift and the Curse podcast because I think she's live right now. She has topics, so go over there, fuck with her. I think Star went live earlier tonight too. So everybody's live. The block is hot. We're coming back live to you next week. Florida Boy Jay, Rob, J Doug. Appreciate it, man. You guys have a good, safe night and a happy 4th of July.
I came Colgate. Afternoon when Robin, Florida Boy Jay chilling riverside. A few shots, watching my tequila sunrise. I fucked them from midnight to sunshine. Smoked it after she climaxed. Made a tree climb. Then I'm out. Then I'm back to the crib. Then I'm out. Back to the streets is where I live. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, make sure you dress in the freshest fit. Get money out of. Make them clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah. Sometimes life is a bitch. When you meet her, dress in the freshest fit. Yeah. And then get money out of. Clutch shots when it comes down to the wire. Yeah, run it up, motherfucker, run it up.
Yeah, Operation Get This